Welcome back to Hidden Power. This is a Pokemon podcast, and today we are playing Pokemon Leaf Green version. This is a Generation 3. Oh man, this is bringing me back. This is bringing me so back. This is a Generation 3 Kanto game. This is the same engine as Ruby and Sapphire, if you've ever played it. My name is DustyGogoat. Today we're going to be chilling. We're going to be having a cozy Friday afternoon. I hope everyone's doing really great. We get a surprise guest coming in a little bit later. The boys from the podcast might also be coming through a little bit later. And, I got a lot of playthroughs on this channel. This game jumped to the top of the list because a dear friend of mine, a Pokemon creator, scratch that, a narrative consultant and writer friend has set up a Pokebook club. There's a bunch of steps to this. I think we'll talk about it in a little bit. We'll talk about the details. Class begins on the 31st of this month. So the goal today is to... You know what? I don't even want to give us a goal. I really don't even want to give us a goal because I think we're just really just going to hang out. I really think we're going to hang out. We're going to play this game. I brought some paraphernalia. This is an original Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green strategy guide by Prima, the official game guide. This is really cool. I think I got a bunch of these for some of the earlier games. And I'm starting to realize that it's guides like these. It's these like real life, before Cerebi.net, right? Before Bulbapedia, this is what we were dealing with, right? You got the Sugimori art right next to the gameplay. For listeners of the VOD, I'm showcasing some of the art of this book. This is the book that I had growing up, This is when we talk about, and listen, this is what the whole book club's going to be about, right? It's going to be about playing these games, taking a close read, really trying to pull things from the game, from the experience, from my own experience, that you can't find from a YouTube video, that you can't find from Bulbapedia. The whole spirit of this book club is to play through the game and to just actually take records and just pay attention to closely what this game's all about. I hear so much hate about Kanto. I'm actually really excited to do this stream today because I feel like somehow I've turned into the Kanto guy, and I'm not the Kanto guy. I promise you I'm not the Kanto guy. Like, I've played my fair share of Kanto, but I'm not the Kanto guy. I am actually only a Kanto guy now because no one can think critically. No one wants to admit to themselves that there's a version of a Kanto game that could be good if we just advocate for it enough. All right. How's the chat doing? Char's here. Shirley is here. I hope this is okay with you, Shirley, that we're doing the stream right now. We got Luce. I'm going to start calling you Lucy. Callie's here. Dusty, why do you always restart games? You never finish anything. Listen, I haven't ended anything. I still have my Emerald Legacy playthrough. It's I'm looking at it right now. It's like it's on my device. Look at this is a Game Boy Advance SP. I've been playing Pokemon Platinum, pretty far into that. If I could show the device that I'm playing that on. This is a Miu Mini. I've been playing a version of Pokemon Platinum, and that's been a ton of fun. Pokemon Snap is a little bit out of reach. It's right there on that tool chest. We're not done any of these games. These are just like ongoing experiences, Ongoing experiences. Nothing's over. We're having fun today. Appreciate you being here, Callie. Mazur says, are you going to be asking for book recommendations? I won't be because I don't really read like that. But but possibly our guest may. It's so in the spirit of a book club. Here's the thing: I've never actually been in a book club. Never actually. How's the audio, by the way? I've never been in a book club, but the sentiment is pretty cozy. I think we'll all understand. And the creator's going to be in here soon to help us out, to give us a little bit, maybe a stronger explanation. But what I'm really excited to do, in the whole spirit of this, is every week, I plan to earn 2 gym badges and then report back through the stream. I plan to report back in a different Discord. Whatever I find, whatever is exciting me about Pokemon Leaf Green. And then there's going to be, obviously, content attached to this. Anyways, maybe I'm yapping too much. I'm excited. Personally, I've never played Leaf Green. I've played Fire Red. This is my original Game Boy Advance SP. This is what I played this game. I never had a standard Advance. This was my system. It's slightly moderated. Modded. There's not really, but there's a sticker on it, so that wasn't originally there. This was my Prima guide. And then here we go. And it was, one of these Fire Reds was my Fire Red. I don't know which one it was. But anyways, I've played the heck out of Fire Red. I have played Fire Red probably at least 10 times. Like, 10 times growing up, maybe. Like, start to finish. I'd pick a new team, and then I'd transfer all those Pokemon into my Emerald version, right? So I'm very familiar with Fire Red. I've also played Red, Blue, and Yellow a million times. I've also played Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee once. But yeah, I've never played Leaf Green, so I'm actually really excited. I think what we might find today is how, even though this is going to feel very nostalgic, there will be elements of this that are actually new to me. Completely new, which is, I'm looking forward to it, And of course, listen, we're going to be yapping as we go. We're going to be yapping about Kanto. We're going to be yapping about Kanto remakes. We're going to be yapping about ports. What more do you want from us? I hope everyone's doing well tonight. I hope everyone's doing great. I'm seeing all the names come in. Gassie's here. Totally different games. Silva's here. Luigi is here. What's up? Gubernatorial Squirtle? Yeah. Who's our starter going to be? All right. Let's get right into this. I swear, I've never played Leaf Green. And I think Slowpoke is the one that I'm not able to get. And maybe that's... I don't think I was able to get Bellsprout, maybe? I totally forget what the exclusives are, but we'll see. I once had a bad dream that someone put my GBA and DS cartridge in the oven and they melted. That's horrifying. That's actually horrifying. That's pretty scary. So right off the bat, all right. And here's the thing, guys. I usually yap while playing through these, but I really do want to be attentive. You know what I got to do? I got a pen. But you know what I need? I need a piece of paper so I can write some stuff down. I want to be able to write notes so I can report back to class when we meet up, for the book club. I need to be able to report back to class. And let's do this so I don't screw this up. How the heck do I save this game? Save state. We did it. We saved it. Give me 1 second. Oh, baby, this is like an ASMR stream. What the heck? DustyGogoat. Oh, and I can show off my handwriting. Listen, this is a nice pen, too. This is a really nice pen. This is a Sharpie pen. It's not a Sharpie. It's a Sharpie pen. All right. Got a top of the paper. January 24th. 2025. Just got to date it real quick. And let me fold this in half so I have a little bit softer of a writing surface. I think that is what I typically prefer. What's up, Andrew? Greetings from Singapore. How you doing? Leaf Green has Madatsubami. Pretty much the same as red and green. I don't know what those are. Is that Metapod? And Nazan no Kusa. Interesting. Why Bulbasaur? So he can be dead weight the whole game. With all grass moves, it doesn't hit anything. Yeah, not bad. Not a bad take. All right, got my notes here. We're gonna do Leaf Green. You got my handwriting is honestly horrible. Look at this. That is bad. That's chicken scratch is what we call that. Torchic scratch. Here we go. Okay. All right, we're getting into this. Yeah, so right off the bat, all right. This whole tutorial seems really weird to me, you know? The fact that it's telling you what buttons to use, I guess this isn't that crazy. Honestly, where my brain goes first, you know? This is the only Pokemon game where they tell you the buttons. There's a part of me, like, Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee was a baby game. Literally was trying to get players in who have never played Pokemon before. And I feel like is kind of targeted, you know, as a game that you could play, you know, as a kid because of the motion controls maybe. I don't know. I don't know why they're being so clear. I don't know why they're so clearly explaining what the buttons are. That just seems kind of bizarre and redundant. All right, here we go. Little Pikachu sprite right up at the top. I kind of like that. In the world which you are about to enter, you will embark on a grand adventure with you as the hero. We are the hero, chat. We're the heroes. All right. Speak to people and check things wherever you go, be it towns, roads, or caves. Gather information and hints from every source. This is kind of cool because this feels like we've got a little adventure beginning, right? These are instructions. These are like pirate instructions, like, or expedition instructions, you know? Like we just got to summer camp, you know? We just got to summer camp and we're about to go on like a little Easter egg hunt, a little adventure, scavenger hunt. That's what this feels like. It's like, okay, here we go. New paths will open to you by helping people in need, overcoming challenges, and solving mysteries. Helping people, overcoming challenges, solving. Interesting. I feel like I don't really know if, yeah, I guess this is helping people in need. That doesn't feel like a very Pokemon thing, but I guess it kind of is. You do that stuff accidentally. You help society. The challenges in the mystery solving, that checks out. At times you will be challenged by others and attacked by wild creatures. Be brave and keep pushing on. Oh, I love that. I'm going to put that right at the top of my notes just to remind myself. It's an affirmation. All caps. Be brave. Love it. Through your adventure, we hope that you will interact with all sorts of people and achieve personal growth. Wow, dude. This is getting me kind of excited. That is our biggest objective. They're giving us an objective. Achieve personal growth. I guess, I mean, honestly, that is a cornerstone of Pokemon, right? You start your game with nothing but raw potential. And it's up to you. Pokemon is great because it actually is something that gives you full agency. As a child, as a kid, as an adult, as a human being, there's so many things in life where we don't have control. And nothing is more fulfilling than when we have control and we're able to actually navigate whatever the situation is. That's where you get confidence. Through your adventure, we hope that you will interact with all sorts of people and achieve personal growth. Okay. This is our biggest objective. Stated. Biggest objective. Press the A button and let your adventure begin. Are you guys ready? How's the music? How's the sound? I'm gonna bump it up a little bit. This is fun, guys. This is fun. All right, here we go. You ready? Oh, we're ready. We're here. There he is. Loving the saturation of these colors. It just looks a lot prettier than this screen right here. I feel like just for the prop, I gotta have fire red in the. Well, no, it's not fire red. Here's the thing. Later in life, during COVID era, everyone was buying cards. Guess what I bought? Leaf green, baby. Okay. Just for like, you know, here it is. This is what it looks like. This is leaf green. This is what we're playing right now. It's being broadcasted. All right. All right. Sound is good. Love to see it. All right. I'm ready. Hello there. Glad to meet you. Welcome to the world of Pokemon. I got to speed up this text. My name is Oak. People affectionately refer to me as the Pokemon Professor. This world is inhabited far and wide by creatures called Pokemon. He's got a little Nidoran, female. For some people, Pokemon are pets. Others use them for battling. As for myself, I study Pokemon as a profession. But first, tell me a little bit about yourself. Oh, this is fun. I think I want to play as the girl, because I used to always play as the boy. And this is Leaf Green, so that feels right? So I'm going to play as Leaf, like that. Okay, that's good. Let's begin with your name. What is it? And it's Dusty. It's the Plant Lord. It's Dusty with the little growing plant emoji. Imagine, that'd be cool if I could put emojis in here. Is there a little character that indicates or that looks kind of like a plant? No, not really. Not really. That's not it. All right, we'll just do Dusty. Right, so your name is Dusty. It is. This is my grandson. He's been your rival since you both were babies. Babies. Since we were babies, not children, babies. You ever wonder how much stuff gets through, or like with like the localization? You ever think about that? What do we name in chat, guys? New name. It's got to be a new name. Who's the enemy of the channel? No, we have no enemies. Who's the rival of the channel? Yeah, Poop is low-key canonical. Lumi. Honestly, Lumi is my... I kind of like that. Lumi's my rival. No, Lumi's my rival. I like this. Lumi might join later. Oop. I like that. Lumi's fun. Lumi's, that's fun. All right, it's Lumi. Was it Lumi? It was. That's right. I remember now. His name is Lumi. Dusty. Your very own Pokemon legend is about to unfold. Dude, she looks ready for battle. Love it. This is her right here on this Prima guide. That's the official art right there. Here we are. Let's change immediately. We're gonna go change this to fast. Battle scene on, shift, mono. We can do stereo. Help. All right, let's. Oh, this is so cool right here. This like old school. This this border right here. Classic reference to Gen 1. You know, at the time when these games came out, they really were not that like separated from the first generation, you know? Like the first generation comes out, you play Gen 2, you know, by the time you're in college, these games come out. All right, Dusty booted up the PC. What would you like to do? I guess at the time it was maybe a lifetime away. Like the separation between Gen 1 and Gen 3 at the time, that's massive, right? It's like, man, we've come a long way. Oh, dude, I have not played these games in forever. All right. Oh, yes. Professor Oak next door was looking for you. Guys, I need to be better about actually reading the text and not just button mashing and yapping to you. Right. All girls dream of traveling. It said so on TV. Professor Oak is looking for us. There's a movie on TV. A girl with her hair and pigtails is walking up a brick road. I better go too. The adventure, I mean, I guess that is always what Pokemon was, adventure, but what was it that threw me off? The helping people threw me off? Solving mysteries does make sense. Is that right? Oh, look. Weird. Press start to open the menu. Okay, nice. Yeah, the Wizard of Oz reference. You're right. Is that the Wizard of Oz? Brick Road, yeah. Technology is incredible. You can now store and recall items and Pokemon as data via PC. You know, technology is amazing. When this game came out, the new thing that they were promoting, it was right before the DS era. And the thing that they were promoting is you put this little apparatus, this little weird looking thing on the back of your Game Boy, and you could wirelessly send data to trade with your friends. You could trade with your friends wirelessly. And that was a big deal, guys. Because growing up, we had the wires. There was the link cable. All right, let's get to it, guys. Here, should we shiny hunt? File, save. Okay. Oh, of course. Professor Oak's not in here. I forgot. What? It's only Dusty. Gramps isn't around. Those are Pokeballs that they contain Pokemon. All right. Nothing crazy right here. If I'm being honest, I'm very tempted to use the speed up button, but I'm going to not. Yeah, the wireless thing was weird. And it would like unplug accidentally. It's unsafe. Wild Pokemon live in tall grass. You need your own Pokemon for your protection. I know. Here, come with me. All right. Let me just remind the guys that I am live. Gramps, I'm fed up with waiting. You know, I forget how it is in Gen 1. I'm pretty sure we enter a battle and then don't have a Pokemon. But somehow, I felt no sense of danger right there. Did anyone else see that? What's up, Seeds? Did anyone else notice that? I feel like he just like stopped me and said, follow me. We're not even going to go into the battle. That was... Did I overlook that? I feel like that wasn't as effective. Here, Dusty, there are 3 Pokemon. He's telling the rival. He's telling Lumi to wait. I guess Lumi is just kind of impatient. Sure of himself. The Pokemon are held items. The Pokemon are held inside these Pokeballs. When I was young, I was a serious Pokemon trainer. But now, in my old age, I have only these 3 left. You can have one. Go on, choose. That's weird. I mean, what's the implication there? In his old age, he only has 3 Pokemon left, and they're all unevolved. I feel like you could guess that his Pokemon have passed away, but why would he have 3 unevolved, untrained Pokemon? Are they specifically Professor Oak? Not all professors. They're offspring of maybe some of his Pokemon? That's kind of cool. Hey, Gramps, no fair. What about me? Be patient, Lumi. You can have one, too. All right. So, I don't even know if I really want to use a starter, if I'm being honest with you. I'm using a Squirtle right now in this Platinum ROM. No, I haven't decided on that. I do kind of want to use Charmander, because that's very nostalgic. And I also kind of want to use Bulbasaur, because I like Bulbasaur unevolved the most. Jeez. You know what? I'm going to pick Bulbasaur. I'll be real with you. I might not keep it all the way through. We'll see. Yeah, let's do it. And I'll pick a different Pokemon as my starter. Like later in the game. Yeah, this will be the most difficult, I think. All right, this Pokemon is really quite energetic. Nice. Dusty received the Bulbasaur from Professor Oak. Yeah, it is leaf green. This feels... Come on, this feels good. All right, what are we naming this thing? What are we naming this thing? What are we thinking, guys? You know what? I'm going to look at this Prima guide that I got here. There's got to be a cool... Oh, this is cool. Look at this. I just realized I made little ticks in the decks of this guide. Can you see that? There's like a little... In Sharpie, a little check on the Dodrio. That probably means I caught the Dodrio. Or what that could have meant is that Dodrio was something that I've used. I had like a final evolution, or like it was like a battle, almost like my version of Battle Ready. That could be it. All right, I'm just going to go... Let's go to the first... Let's go... Oh, yeah, this is the little apparatus right here, the trading. One of the most fun and only ways to collect a large quantity of Pokemon is via trading with other Fire Red and Leaf Green players from Pokemon Ruby, Sapphire, or Colosseum. Whether it's via Game Boy Advance, Game Link, cable, or new Game Boy Advance wireless adapter, you can meet your friends in the Union Room above every Pokemon Center in the game. There you can also battle your friends or just chat. That's amazing to think that there was, you know, such an emphasis on... Like, I feel like that really makes these games... I'm like, yeah. I mean, it's not... You can't connect to the internet, but, like, the idea that, like, you're playing in Kanto and there's a million other people playing in Kanto, and all you have to do is connect with them and trade with them. You can battle with them. That's a lot of fun. That's a lot of fun. I'm looking at this right now, and I'm trying to figure out... It, like, totally skips past you getting the starter Pokemon. It doesn't even have the starter Pokemon on this first page. I figured it would show the starters, and then you could, like, it would say something about it. It just says, in Professor Oak's lab, he offers you a choice of 3 different Pokemon. Choose the one you like the best. As you try to leave, you fight your first rival battle. The seagoing variety. There is no tall grass. I'll name it tall grass. Bulba Fett. That's pretty good. Is this even going to fit? This Prima guide is really cool. I didn't even realize I had it until right before this stream. I thought about it. I said, I think I might have this. And then I was able to find it. I just ripped it out of the closet. And I'm glad I have it. That's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I'll take this one then. And Lumi takes the Charmander. That makes sense. So, my first starter, if I'm being honest, I don't know. I was pretty young. I have this memory of... Wait, Dusty, let's check out our Pokemon. Come on, I'll take you on. I have this memory of... playing at a friend's house and having a Charizard. All right. I don't know if... Man, some of these sprites look unique. I don't know if these are unique to Leaf Green or not. I'm not really sure. Probably not. Rival Lumi sent out Charmander. Oh, this is cool. Oh, for Pete's sake. Who is Pete? So pushy as always. That's the localization. Dusty. You've never had a Pokemon battle before, have you? A Pokemon battle is when trainers pit their Pokemon against each other. The trainer that makes the other trainer's Pokemon faint by lowering their HP to 0 wins. But rather than talking about it, you'll learn more from experience. Try battling and see for yourself. That's kind of cool. They did like this little showcase thing. Man, these sprites look so good. Bulbasaur, I think, was the right pick. Tackle. Inflicting damage on the foe is the key to any battle. All right. Charmander's doing a little bit more damage. Might have got the modest Bulbasaur. I'm going to use Growl. Yeah, who do you think's going to win this, guys? This is actually the first battle between Lumi and I on the podcast channel. Lowering the foe's stats will put you at an advantage. Okay. So he's attacking a little bit before me, but yeah, that was great. That crit mattered. That crit changed the whole game. Kind of want to catch it. All right. We got it. Here we go. All right, level 6. Man, Bulbasaur looks so good here. You know what's crazy? Bulbasaur really is like a frog. That's what's nuts. What? Unbelievable. I picked the wrong Pokemon. Excellent. If you win, you earn prize money. And your Pokemon will grow. Battle other trainers and make your Pokemon strong. So, like, that's the mission of the game. Just go battle. Go battle. Okay. I'll make my Pokemon battle to toughen it up. Dusty, Gramps, smell you later. You know, I've talked about this before, but I really do think it is interesting that, like, most Pokemon games are about the battling and the adventuring. I guess it's really about everything. But I like that Let's Go is all about catching, where even though Legends Arceus also has a huge emphasis on catching, I do feel like it's more of an emphasis on exploring, personally. All right. Where do I get... No, I'm not going to be able to get them right now. The running shoes is what I was thinking about. All right. Route 1. So tiny. Like, listen, now that we're in Kanto, the thing that you guys got to think about, imagine this route is so wide. And there's, like, trees, and there's trainers, and there's all these wild Pokemon. There's, like, little grottles, or whatever they're called. You can, like, you know, slip... like a grove, right? You can slip into these like secret little hidden groves. You know, maybe there's like a tunnel. I don't know. A pond, perhaps. Note that the OT in the Sprite games does not get converted with the first letter being the capital letter. Oh, interesting. Just run! No, I just leveled up to level 7. And I got Leech Seed. I'm good now. Now I can probably run. Alright, this guy's going to give me a potion. He works at the Pokemart. You know, and I was thinking, because I had this Prima guide, I don't know. I don't know about this one specifically, but there's a lot of these. I mean, this one does too. This game has this book has like the entire map layout of the route. And I always think about like how I have these games memorized, like the maps, and I think it actually is because I would have these books alongside it. Yeah, Leech Seed is really, really powerful. So, again, I don't know if I missed it. What is our mission? I know I need to get Oak's parcel, but... I mean, I don't know. Was that even... Did he even say that I needed to get a parcel for him? Am I just assuming that right now? You know Professor Oak, right? His order came in. Can I get you to take it to him? Okay, so Professor Oak doesn't ask. This guy just gives it to me and asks the favor. Okay. Gotta buy the potions. Okay. This is... Man, where's my speed up button, you know? I don't even have Pokeballs. All right, let's get through this. Let's get through this right now. This first route is honestly brutal. I mean, I guess it needs to be that. It's just kind of like a really simple zigzag maze, right? When was the last time that you guys played a Gen 1... this is Gen 3. A Kanto game. When was the last time you played a Kanto game? Look at it on the way back. You can hop down the trees. You know? You can just avoid all the grass. All right. I do like the color palette in this game. I feel like there's more pastels. Here we go. Oh, Dusty. How is my old Pokemon? That's weird how he just keeps emphasizing that they're his Pokemon. Well, it seems to be growing more attached to you. You must be talented as a Pokemon trainer. I'm writing down some notes. Where are his old Mon? It's the custom Pokeball. I had it on order. Lumi, Gramps. I almost forgot. What did you call me for? Oh, right. I have a request for you two. Here we go. On the desk, there is my invention, the Pokedex. This is bizarre to me. What's up, Kiara? This is weird to me. I mean, if he created the, I don't know, the fact that he created the Pokedex, but it exists everywhere else, I guess he just could have created it in his youth, and we just take it for granted. I guess that lines up. Oak creates the Dex, but then like, no, I guess that makes sense. It's just the modern version of the Dex, right? But did he create the Rotom phone? You know, this makes much more sense. He didn't create the Pokedex. He created this version of the Pokedex, which is like a technology from 20 years ago. Whereas, you know, Steven Stone or someone created the Rotom phone, right? That's the Steve Jobs. It automatically records data on Pokemon you've seen or caught. It's a high-tech encyclopedia. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not a phone that can do literally everything. Okay. Yeah, what's the custom Pokeball is? A custom Pokeball. All right, I received the Pokedex. You can't get detailed data on the Pokemon by just seeing them. You must catch them to obtain complete data. So here are some tools for catching wild Pokemon. All right, they're kind of like unfolding the different steps or the different layers of this game, right? When a wild Pokemon appears, it's fair game. Just throw a Pokeball at it and try to catch it. This won't always work, however. A healthy Pokemon can escape. You have to be lucky. To make a complete guide on all the Pokemon in the world, that was my dream. The man, yeah, Pokemon Legends Oak. This guy had a dream, and he wasn't able to fulfill it because of time. That's sad. But I'm too old. I can't get the job done. So I want you two to fulfill my dream for me. Interesting. It's kind of weird. I honestly think it's weird when people put their own desires on younger people. Like, their own, like what this guy's saying. I mean, it is kind of... I think historically we see it so much. Like, I just watched the Lord of the Rings trilogy, and it kind of lines up with this. It's not really like an age thing, but it's like, it's the thrust of responsibility, right? What do they call it? The call to action. Right? Yeah, the call to the hero's journey. They even called us the hero in the beginning. All right, hold on. Hero's journey. Oak's dream. Lost time. CTA. So I want you to fulfill my dream for me. Fulfilling Oak's dream. All right. So I want you to fulfill my dream for me. Get moving, you two. This is a great undertaking in Pokemon history. All right, Gramps. Leave it all to me. Dusty, I hate to say it, but you won't be necessary for this. This guy's funny. He's like cocky, you know? He's like, I got it, Gramps. I'll take care of it. You are a high achiever, and so am I. I will do it. You must bring balance to the Pokedex. I know. I'll borrow a town map from my sis. I'll tell her not to lend you one, Dusty. Ha 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 ha. Don't bother coming around to my place after this. So, listen. Any normal person, if you tell them not to do it, they're going to do it. Okay. Let's talk to Professor Oak again. Pokemon around the world wait for you, Dusty. Okay. We really are the heroes in this story. Talking Lumi's voice? I don't know. I gotta do the accent. I have to do the accent. You know? Yo, what's up?
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. How are you?
Pretty good, man. It's a Friday night. Say hi to chat. We're live.
Hello, chat.
I'm playing Leaf Green. And
okay.
So Jake started a book club.
Yeah, I'm familiar with it.
Okay. So every week you got to get 2 badges, and then there's going to be a big reflection based on he wants to collect people's like first person research, you know, like by playing the game. Which is cool cuz I'm looking at this and I'm like I'm already noticing some things that I feel like is interesting. Like they're just little strands of things in here and there. But anyways, so that's why we're playing Leaf Green today. I think Jake's going to hop on at some point to explain the story. But how you doing, man? Let me get your let me get your face on here.
I'm doing great, man.
Tell me about it.
I'm happy to be here. I am. We got some snow, which to some of y'all will seem like nothing, but
sure,
we are in the South, and so snow is a foreign concept here. To give you an idea of how bad the snow has been here, it started snowing Tuesday night.
Yeah.
And today was the first day that the Dunkin' Donuts near me was open.
Oh my god, dude.
So
you guys have literally you've been closed.
Yeah, that is legitimately like how the South functions when it snows, man.
That's so bizarre to me, man. That's really crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But
it's wild.
You did like a snow angel. That was fun.
I did a little snow angel because I've never gotten to do that before.
That's fun, man. That's
Which
honestly
sounds
fun.
So lame.
No, it's cool. It's cool. It's definitely
to a
cool.
Southerner, you know.
You sent the picture and I couldn't believe it. I was like, that's.
And we got a good bit too. We got, to you, I'm sure it's not a good bit. It's an average bit, but we got like almost 9 inches.
That's a lot. That's what we got or more. That's a lot. 9 inches?
Wow.
That's good. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah, no, so I think it was like 8.6 to be exact. But...
So the response is they just shut everything down?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're fortunate. We have a grocery store that is literally walking distance to us. Like I timed it once and it was a 1:53 walk from the bottom of my stairs because I'm on the 3rd floor.
Yeah.
And the grocery store was open, but there's a Dunkin' right in front of that grocery store and it was not open.
Okay.
So, again, just to give you an idea of how
that's fun,
wild
man.
It was.
I think it's unless you have somewhere to go, I think it's kind of fun like when it snows. And everything shuts down. Cuz I feel like I'm never in danger with the snow as long as I don't need to go anywhere.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
If you don't have to drive, it's just like you bunker down and it's a little cozy, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But
that's the nice thing too is my wife's a teacher and so school shut down. So
sure.
She's home as well. But I work from home. So I will say I get stir crazy kind of easily. And there's something like literally my wife said to me yesterday, she said, I'm getting like flashbacks to like the COVID pandemic.
Yeah.
And I felt that because like that is kind of like, it's
no,
one
I
thing
see
to
that.
be stuck
I see
at
that.
home, but versus when they tell you have to stay home.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like it ain't illegal for me to leave, but it is like they do advise, hey, don't, because we don't have the like salt trucks and all the things that y'all have up there.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
yeah. Man, the limitation of these two less characters that I have for a nickname really stink.
Oh yeah, they haven't upped it yet, huh?
That's tough. That's tough. I want to name this thing.
An amazing bird here, though.
Yeah, dude. And what I found was I got this old Prima guide. Oh, hold on. What am I doing right here? It just changed to. Oh, I see what happened. I showed you my. Anyways, I showed you my screen.
Oh, you showed me. Yeah. So.
Yeah, I see.
I see. Oh, yeah. Okay, I see what's happening.
I was like, what happened? What happened there?
You're getting really good at fixing that, like, quickly. Like, I remember when we first started on the podcast, when something like this would happen, you'd be like, hang on, no one talk to me, I need to figure this out.
But dude,
now you just real quick.
Yeah, dude. Oh, this is insane, dude. There's even toy commercials on the back. But anyways, this was like my original like guidebook that I had while playing the game. And it just gives you so many details that you just like that weren't available when Cerebi.net wasn't available, right?
Right.
Like, oh, this is crazy. Yeah, it's the Pokemon that are available in the game, like on each route. That's super helpful. Do
we know when Cerebi was made? Like, what gen did he start that?
I think Gen 2, Gen 3. But free Metroid hat. Thanks for the 4 months. Playing Leaf Green alongside you on my computer with a real game cart using an Epilogue game cart reader. That's sick. That's really cool. I would love to get one of those so I could take my so I could like show you guys my files like on my actual like physical games.
Oh, so you're like, are you using a capture card?
No, this is
okay. This is an emulator.
Yeah, wink, wink. This is a real cart. I'm actually playing. I'm playing this cart right now as we speak. This is the real cart that I have that I'm playing right now for legal purposes. What am I naming this thing?
You're naming him.
This might be on
Fabio.
the team forever. No.
Because he's got the hair.
He does have the hair. Hold on.
Elvis.
No. I don't want to. I don't like naming stuff after people, unless I like love the
Jake.
person.
Hello.
Yo, what's up, Jake?
Jake is
All
here.
right, hold on. I gotta fix this layout. Jake, how was dinner?
Delicious.
Nice.
What you have?
A little homemade concoction we call chicky rice. It's kind of like a. It's
sounds
like
good.
an instant pot kind of.
Yeah.
Soupy, peas, rice, chicken, kind of funny.
Sure.
Yeah. It's like a. If you've ever been in a Latin household, it's when they talk about arroz con pollo. It's like that's what they're talking about.
The chicky rice made sense to me.
Okay, good. Okay,
The chicky
great.
rice.
Great.
Honestly, this guy's chicky rice.
Yeah, dude.
I'm looking for a name. I'll name him
Rice.
Rice. I'll name him Rice. Maybe Rice. Just
Rice-a-roni.
quick little rice. So, Jake, welcome
Yes.
to the stream.
Hello.
Lumi just joined us. I teased the chat a little bit. I don't know if you want to give your pitch
Please.
for this book club. I'm pretty excited. I've been taking notes. I already got some notes down here. Looking forward to sharing with the class next week. There's a lot of
you got some notes?
There's a lot of like language that they've been using in this game that I just don't think I've ever paid attention to. I also haven't played.
Dusty, you're making my heart sing right now.
Yeah, I also have not played this game. I've never played Leaf Green, but I haven't played Fire Red since maybe college, probably. I would say college, so like that's 10 years ago.
Okay. Yeah. Cool.
Let me pull up your rules right here. Actually, I'll do that. And then, do you want to give the chat like a more formal explanation?
I don't know if I would say rules.
No, not rules, but like
Guidelines.
What's the philosophy behind what we're doing?
Yeah.
here?
The syllabus.
Yeah, I think it reads better when it's coming from your mouth. All right, hold on.
Wow, thank you.
Let me get the image.
Hello, chat. I hope everybody's doing well. TJ in the chat says, "I miss my grandmother's Puerto Rican choking so much."
What? What is that?
when your abuelita grabs you by the throat and squeezes.
What a fun time to come back into this conversation.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So, all right. How to play along?
Thanks for pulling this up. That's so nice.
The Poke Book Club.
Yes.
Lay it on us.
All right. So, first, of course, the game we're playing, Fire Red or Leaf Green. You know, people can play these games however they want. I'm not interested in policing them. Some people are emulating. Some people have them in their Game Boy Advances. They're playing off the cartridges. And I mean, I guess that's it. I guess these games haven't really been released any other way. So there's not a lot of that's kind of it. Okay, so there you go.
Yeah.
Man, that's crazy. I never really thought about that because you know, like the red, blue, yellow, gold, silver.
They're not even available.
3DS ones.
Yeah, they're not even available. Yeah, there we go. We all got our games. We all got our games right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, these aren't
crazy.
available on the Nintendo Switch Online.
Brother, they're not available on nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah.
The game,
you know what
yeah. The
know what I
Pokemon
love
Company
about this,
wants
by
us
the
to
way?
play Let's Go.
So this was a Leaf Green cartridge that was gifted to me by one DustyGogoat, sent in the mail.
Oh, dude, I forgot about that. Nice.
Yes. And you know what's funny about this? It is a save file by a character named Kooky
Oh,
with 75 hours in the game.
I promise this is not
Yeah.
my file. I have no idea what's in
I'm
it.
sure.
I have
You
no
just
idea.
collected this.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. But I was going through it earlier, and I was like, oh my god, this is crazy. They're using the Lickitung named Mark that you get in a trade.
Oh, wow.
I know.
That's
So,
pretty
anyways,
big.
so let's talk about this. Let's talk about this book club thing. So here's
There we go.
how it's going. I am my goal with this is that, you know, all of last year I spent on my YouTube streams and on my content or whatever, kind of applying the methodology of a close read to video games. That was kind of the thing that I spent the year doing. And I think a lot of people in my audience kind of learned these skills that I use and the ways in which I parse any piece of fiction, games included, and they kind of watched me do it. They watched me do it in Paper Mario, they watched me do it in a few Pokemon games, they watched me do it in everything else that I streamed. And I said, okay, this time around, I think people have watched me do this enough that I want to bring them into the conversation. I don't want just the streams to be about me giving them my interpretation of what's happening and my opinions. I want to have as many people as want to participate, play these games together, and I want people to disagree with me. I want people to give me their takes. I want people to notice things that I don't notice. And the big reason that I wanted to do this with a Pokemon game, with Fire Red and Leaf Green in specific, is that lately I've been feeling like as I've been kind of enmeshing myself in the Pokemon online community, I have been noticing that I think that there are a lot of opinions and a lot of takes that have calcified in the Pokemon fandom.
That's a good word.
It's like whenever you bring up a Pokemon video game, people already know how they're supposed to feel about it, what the talking points are. This is how
I feel it. That's me. He's talking about me.
No. But games have reputations, right?
Yeah.
And I think like my playing Pokemon Black and White last year showed me how I can really diverge from the reputation of a game. And then more recently, you and I both playing Pokemon Sword and Shield, right?
Yep.
And and just like discovering how much I think is overlooked when the reputation rules over maybe like an actual lived experience playing a game. I don't want
Sure.
I want people to like remember what it's like to actually play the game. So, which brings us to my second thing on the how to play along is keep notes, because what I want people to do, all I'm asking is to disrupt the going through the motions. The whatever way you normally play a game, I'm asking you to play it a little different. I'm asking you to just challenge yourself, to think a little bit more about where you are being pulled and why, what calls out to you, what interests you, what pushes you away from the game, and what pulls you in.
Wow.
So I want people to just remember those things. I had a great writing mentor that said to me, anyone is capable of writing because writing is remembering. We all have good ideas. The difference between writers and non-writers is that writers remember them. So when it comes time to commit those ideas to paper, some people go, oh, I can't do this. I don't have any ideas. No, you do. You just don't remember them.
That's so
So,
empowering because I do think oftentimes, if you're not thinking in the moment to remember something, or if you don't think to think, if you don't think to think, you never think. I feel like oftentimes, like, if you're not paying attention to whatever's going around, or if you don't go into a situation with that certain mindset, it just passes by. There's so many things in my life that I'm not paying attention to, that I'm just kind of on autopilot for. So that's interesting. I like it.
Thank you. And my third note kind of goes hand in hand with this, and it's to start fresh. So I like the language that I use here, so I'm going to say it exactly. A close reading is all about attention and care, focusing on the details drawn directly from the text.
Yeah.
So I use this specifically because, you know, I'm playing these Xenoblade games right now, and I'm getting a lot of people in the comments and watching the streams that are huge Xenoblade fans.
Yeah, I've never played those. Have you played those, Lumi?
No.
I've never played them.
It's my first time. I'm having a great time. I'm loving it. I'm like so glad I decided to pick them up. And every so often, I'm really enjoying them, but every so often I'll criticize something. And I think people, when I criticize something, like how something is working, they think I'm saying that the game is bad. They think I'm saying like, oh, this is like I'm or that I don't like it. And I'm like, no. I'm just pointing out that like as an artist, I think this is pushing me out, or like pulling me in, or I'm just trying to describe the experience that I am having. I'm trying to translate it to you. So like when I feel when I get bored, when I feel myself drifting off and I'm not paying as close attention, I'm trying to explain why I feel that way using the storytelling tools that I know. So anyways, I think we all go into Pokemon games which are so reminiscent of each other.
Yes.
Yeah, and I think you go in, and before you even start the game, you might even think to yourself, all right, I'm going to build this kind of team. I'm going to do this. I can't use that Pokemon because they have a low base stat total. And there's all this stuff.
I do that. I'm guilty.
And I think that that's like a totally reasonable and serviceable way to play the game. But for this specific playthrough, I'm asking people to respond to it. Not respond to all of the stuff that they know, the research and the trivia.
Sure.
I want them to hear what the game is telling them and decide how that makes them feel. Because there was a time when that was all we had, and it made everyone obsessed with this franchise.
Yeah. That's
so
true.
like I just want to find our place back to what the, you know, because like let me tell you this. One of these like calcified opinions is that, I know this isn't a Gen 1 game, but when people talk about Gen 1 games, they always say that they're very buggy, they're glitchy, they're broken. And I played my Pokemon Blue cartridge over and over and over again when I was a kid. I had no idea that it was broken. None of my friends had any idea that it was broken. And also, it being broken, like in a balanced way, is a status that we apply to it from the outside looking in. Like, if you are,
or because it's like 20 years later, right? With
sure.
In comparison to what games are today.
And I just think like, oh, psychic types are broken. They're not balanced. They're too powerful. Or is that part of the world of Pokemon?
Yeah,
Does something in the world of Pokemon want us to be afraid? Are psychic types just supposed to be powerful? Are they supposed to be?
Yeah.
Like,
So you're asking these questions. It's not like there are answers. You're just like questioning what we already believe, and also just going into this game asking questions, being like, why did they put it like this? What does that actually mean? Is this serviceable? Is this maybe not a bad thing? I love it.
Right, and I think that there's so much stuff here. Like, you've already played a little bit at the beginning of this game, right?
Yeah.
And I love these little choices, like there's a potion hiding in your PC when you start the game.
Yeah.
Almost right out of the gate.
I got it without even thinking about it.
Right.
I was just like, oh, I know that's there. I didn't even question why it was there.
And I gotta tell you, I think that choice, it being there right out of the gate, is so purposeful because it's encouraging you to look.
One dude, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. No, I'm gonna save this for class. I won't tell you my notes yet.
Yeah.
But
okay.
Anyways, Lumi, do you think you're gonna be playing Leaf Green? I got pretty invested and I was like, I'm playing it.
Playing it right
now.
now.
You're literally playing it right now? So Lumi,
I'm asking the chat what starter I should pick.
Oh, I love
They're all
this.
saying Charmander, but the first person said Squirtle. And I kind of like that idea.
I named my rival Lumi.
That's beautiful because I named my rival Soul, so that way we're all three playing.
No, but my rival has Charmander.
Okay, well, I'm going to pick Squirtle, and I think I'm going to name him Charizard.
Nice.
Oh, I like that. That's funny. All right. That's good. I'm glad you're actually playing it. Jake, when are you?
Last year.
Oh, you did play it last year?
And I did it with a Charmander. So I'm just
Oh, so you have played it recently.
last year. Well, and
That's
when I say last year, it's funny. I thought last year because I'm still in
Sure.
late 2024. So no, 2023 I played.
okay. So it's been a while.
Yeah.
I really don't think I've played these games in a while, and I've never. I think what I'm interested in getting some of the. I think there'll be some Pokemon that show up in the wild that'll make this game feel so like different. It'll feel radically different to see whatever the Pokemon is that I've never seen in the wild in this game, right?
Sure.
Because I've only ever played Fire Red, and I don't even remember what those Pokemon are. I do have this Prima guide. Did I show you this, Jake?
You did, yeah.
And I'm so stoked. There's so many cool things in here that I think I'm probably gonna look at offline. I made some ticks in the
No, that's awesome. That rules, dude.
this is from 20 years ago. Oh, he's fighting his rival right now.
Oh my god, nice.
But there's some ticks in here indicating which Pokemon I got,
Wow, dude.
which is pretty fun. Anyways, yeah, that's gonna be fun to go through later. All right, what is that red
Charizard,
box
my
you have?
Squirtle.
I like that, man. That's fun. That's fun. Here, let me move this out of
Charizard,
the way.
my Squirtle. He will be my best friend.
That's gonna
But
be
anyways, to just kind of wrap this up. Basically, the idea is every Friday, starting this upcoming Friday, I'm going to be having streams on my Twitch channel where we just kind of talk, and we're just gonna talk about the games as if it was like a book club.
Yeah.
And I've had people in my Discord. They submit some voice memos, some like little posts, some screenshots. They're posting stuff in there to kind of start discussions for the Friday class so that I have things that I can refer to, and I'm going to ask questions. We'll see what people say. So, so I'm going to start streaming the games tomorrow. Every week, we're trying to get 2 badges, and we'll talk about each section as we go. And I'm really excited about it. I think it's going to be really fun. I think that, like, if anybody is unfamiliar with the way that I play games and kind of like the analytical lens through which I apply to them, tomorrow will be a great place to jump in because I'll just be starting the game, kind of doing the things that I do. But you know what's something cool, Dusty, that I was thinking about watching yours just just seeing it happen.
Watching what? Like this game right now, the stream?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
what's up?
The go deliver the parcel and come back.
Yeah, that threw me off.
Dude, I gotta tell you, I'm like, is this? I think old games used to do this, and they don't do this as much anymore. The like teaching you what the game is about through the structure, and I'm like, dang,
Yeah.
it's like trying to get you used to backtrack.
Yes,
like
yes.
That's like something you'll do in the game. Like they're like, oh no, yeah, go through here, come back.
Yeah.
And then go forward again. Yeah.
No, that's
fun.
totally true. It kind of threw me off because I know that's a beat in the game.
Right.
And I got to what is this, Viridian City, and I was like, I don't think Oak had ever told me to get the parcel. And then I went to the mart. They give it to me automatically. I kind of was reminded of that beat there. Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. That is what it naturally does. Even this, I mean, it does function separately from like the catching tutorial. I don't know. I'm taking a lot of notes. I'm actually conflicted. I'm like, how much should I even talk about this now with you, Jake? If you're going to be the one receiving the notes next Friday, you know?
Well,
how
you know
much
what
should
it
I
is?
even be telling?
You're at study tables right now.
Yes.
Before, you went to the extra credit. You're there with the teacher.
Yeah.
I've got the answer key.
Sure.
And I'm
yeah.
I'm kind of helping you. I'm like, hey, you might want to study chapter 4.
Yeah, I'm like copying Lumi's answers right now.
Right. Wait, so
Yeah.
I see you decided to go with the girl character.
Yeah, I went with the girl character kind of superficially because it's leaf green and that's it. Her
And
name
you
is
like
green.
I
think also, I don't think in this game I've chosen the female character very much. I picked the female character a lot in Gen 3, but not so much in this game. I don't think. I'm looking at the art right now.
Did you pick
reflecting.
the character in Gen 3 because May is iconic?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, because she's in the anime, right?
Did you get your free potion?
I did get my free potion. I always get it from the Mart guy. Yeah, absolutely.
You know what's
Oh
funny
no,
about-
I meant from the PC in your room.
I got that too. I got 2 potions.
Yeah.
You know what's funny about they're in the anime, so you want to pick them?
Yeah.
Is that I actually feel the opposite, and I've always felt bad. I feel like the boys are the ones that are like their own character.
Oh, that is totally true. Because the boys are always overshadowed by Ash.
Yeah, right.
Absolutely.
So I'm like, oh, I don't want to be the girl because then I'm just like a fake version of the anime character.
Ooh, interesting.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what would be empowering is if you could actually create the teams of the female protagonists from the anime. But I feel like often you're just not able to get whatever Pokemon they have.
Right. Can you tell me why you picked Bulbasaur?
I don't.
Again, green. Just
also
green.
because leaf green.
A little bit, but also I don't think I think Bulbasaur is my pick, but I don't know if I'm gonna keep it throughout the entire game. I really don't think so.
It's not speaking to you.
And I've just used it too many times. I think
You've used it too many times.
I've used it too many times, and I really do actually like its sprite in the like in the battle. Like its
did
back sprite.
anything in the game in choosing the starter, using it when you start the journey, did any of that make you do you feel slightly more attached to it than like other Pokemon, or not really?
I think a lot of Gen 1 stuff I'm just numb to. I take it for granted. So here's the thing. I started this playthrough and I was taking notes, and then you guys both jumped on, and now I'm feeling a little conflicted. Like, I feel like I'm not studying. I feel like I'm not taking my time to read everything. I'm actually noticing this immediately.
I think we should switch focus, and I want you to be focused on your game.
Okay.
I'm happy to just backseat.
Yeah. I didn't. The thing that I noticed, I did not get a sense of urgency, or I didn't feel any sort of danger when I had entered the grass. I don't even think I entered the grass. I feel like that scene where you go to enter the wild grass and then Oak stops you.
He stops you.
I feel like it stopped before anything had actually begun. Maybe I'm just comparing it to maybe it's only in yellow version that you actually enter the battle with Pikachu. I'm not sure. But I feel like that was brushed over. Maybe just wasn't as impactful. And yeah, I don't know. That felt really just anticlimactic. But again, that's kind of going off of my memory of what it was in other games, perhaps.
Right.
So I don't really know if that's valid in this situation.
You know what always strikes me about that moment? It's not so much like the words or the dialogue, but it's that the game wrests control from you. And it's like you're moving forward, and then your character stops. And for a brief second before that character shows up from below the screen, you're like, what's wrong?
Sure.
Just for a moment.
Yeah.
That's what always sticks out to me. Although that's nice, that Viridian Forest.
Yeah, this is the first one we actually just saw. So I love these. This is actually really cool. This might be the first time they do anything like that. That's really nice.
Dude, I love this game, this being like the first this like early area of this world. Yeah. I think that this is so iconic. That man,
it's
dude.
Kanto. Hold on.
And
keep talking. I'm writing notes.
Just like, I don't know, you have like this like really small town, you go up this really small route, you're in this other relatively small town, and then it's like, okay, now you've gone back and forth. Now this to me is like where the game really starts. Like the second you
This is the first challenge. I've been noticing every single Pokemon that I see, every Pokemon that I've found so far outside of my starter has been normal type, or I guess normal, fighting, flying, which I think are all physical attribute types. They're like anatomy types, right? Rather than elemental. And as we go, and this is the first dungeon. What are we calling this? The dungeon.
I like that.
Like a dungeon screen, a dungeon preview.
Yeah, sure.
Anyways.
That first route you go down, it being just Rattata and Pidgey, it's boring.
It like, again, this is one of those things where it's like, as a seasoned veteran Pokemon player, it's boring. But I do think it actually it sets things up. It's an on-ramp. It's an on-ramp to learn the game, right?
Yeah, because
there's no threat.
Sure, like a bird and a rat, though, like a mouse, do they? To me, I almost feel like I almost feel like that implies an antagonistic relationship
Between the bird and mouse, or to me?
The bird and the mouse
Together.
Yeah,
You're
like
thinking,
they fight each other.
Oh, okay.
know what I mean?
I don't pick that up.
Okay. See, because to me it's like, what do Pokemon do? They fight.
Yeah, and there's a lot of talking. There's a lot of mention of fighting. Our first task that we're given is go explore and fight things. And then we get the parcel, and then he goes, also collect things.
Yeah.
That's like the second layer. But the initial thing is they tell us, actually, no, that's not true. That's what Oak says. Oak tells us to fight things. The first thing in the opening credits, it says, our mission is to help. It says, be brave, help people, overcome challenges, and solve mysteries, which seems bizarre. It does line up with Pokemon titles, but like that does feel bizarre for them to be that clear with the mission of this game. Do you remember that? Did you see that, Lumi?
Repeat that.
They told us to, in that like opening section, it's like a little. I've always skipped by it, but it was like this event. It's like this adventure manifesto. It's like this adventure. It's like this this like, what do you want to call it? It's like an explorer's. I don't feel like it was
the opening monologue from the professor.
Yeah, it's not even not even the professor. It was before the professor. It was like Pikachu.
The
blue screen.
Yeah.
It felt so removed from Pokemon entirely. It said it wants us to achieve personal growth. That's our biggest objective. It said be brave. It said help people, overcome challenges, and solve mysteries.
That's crazy.
Which sounds like Scooby-Doo.
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
You know what that like to me it's like, not only are Pokemon there to fight, there's things about them you have to figure out.
Yeah. Like Mega Evolution.
Or
whatever.
Just like trade evolutions and
it could be anything.
Type advantages.
Yeah.
Like there's stuff to figure out.
Yeah.
That's cool, man. That's cool.
I want to shout out Free Metroid Hat. Appreciate you supporting the stream. Really appreciate you being here, man. He says, taking notes while playing as well, but I need to join Jake's Discord. Can you put a link in it in chat so I can join? Are you guys able to drop the link?
I got it. Yeah, no worries.
Thank you. No, your Game Boy's dying, Lumi?
Yeah, I had to save and turn her off.
Oh, shoot, man.
And now comes the fun task of finding where the heck my charger is.
Dude, this Game Boy is like busted. It's like it works, but to charge it, I have to like hold it in place.
Hold it at a certain
for like 3 hours. Like, and what I'll do is yeah.
I modded mine so it has USB-C charging on the bottom.
Nice.
Oh, that's cool.
That's
yeah.
big. I'll get around to it.
Probably won't because I'm too dumb for that. So.
You can like buy stuff though.
Yeah. I could do that.
I've been playing some games on this thing, and this has been a lot of fun. This
it's
is
like
also
the
USB-C.
only Game Boy game I own though. I have Yellow somewhere, I think, but I don't know where, which is very terrifying if I'm honest that I don't know where my Yellow game is.
Yeah.
And then I did try to give a bunch of games like when I was like a kid to GameStop, but they did not have these games in their system, and so they couldn't take them. So I'm stuck with these games forever. First we have Disney's Chicken Little.
Nice.
Oh my gosh.
What
kind of game is that?
I don't know. I have no idea. I don't remember playing these. Disney's Winnie the Pooh.
What the heck? Dude, I kind of miss that era of gaming when there was like every game was just based on a movie or a TV show.
Yeah, like a movie comes out, it's getting a game.
The Lizzie McGuire second movie, The Game.
Nickelodeon's Barnyard.
Dude, what the heck? Oh my god, dude.
The Polar Express.
Oh my god, I don't have any of these. Like, what would that game even be?
Cars.
All right, Cars is a racing game.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, no. It's a point-and-click adventure.
Is it? Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. I don't know.
It's developed by
Star Wars Episode 2: Attack of the Clones.
You know, I think I've played that game. That's like
I don't think I ever have.
That's like a top-down. Oh, dude, we just found a Pikachu.
Pikachu.
Whoa! You know, so someone asked earlier. I meant to answer it. they were asking, is Pikachu still a 5%? They said, check the Prima Guide. Is Pikachu actually a 5% chance?
Check the Prima Guide.
I'm checking the Prima Guide. Because I think there's some, like, weird rumors.
Lastly is Namco Museum.
What?
Nice.
Namco
Nice.
Museum?
I don't know.
Hey,
what
they
that
got
is
some
either.
bangers, dude. They got some.
I'm
bangers.
gonna use my remaining battery power to see what Namco Museum is.
Yeah.
They've got some stuff.
So-
You know, now Bandai Namco. Yeah.
That's true. The Prima Guide says, so it's just saying Pikachu, rare. It says
No,
Weedle,
stop.
Caterpie, Kakuna, and Metapod are common. Pikachu just says rare.
That's awesome because it's like this is a guidebook for children and percentages are too intense for children.
Sure, yeah.
Especially the child that needs help in Pokemon cannot handle the percentage.
You know what? But my gold and silver Prima Guide gives
Yeah.
percentages. It's crazy.
Wow, they said those kids have grown up.
It is so authored. There's literally a narrator who will like make judgment calls and is like, you don't want Ekans. It's horrible.
Wow,
Don't
that's
get
crazy.
Ekans. Wait one gym badge and then there's a better poison type.
Wow.
It's
My-
fun. I might
My
do a
friend
whole stream
worked
later
for,
on that.
my friend worked
That's
for
Patreon
Prima
content.
just up until last year.
Really?
They're still going.
Did your friend author the
Yeah,
gold
dude, it
and
was
silver
him.
one?
He did it.
Oh
he did
my
it.
God.
No.
That's fun,
Okay,
dude.
so we've got Mrs. Pac-Man.
There you
Oh,
go.
that's a great game.
I don't even know what this says.
Oh, it's literally like arcade games.
Pole position? Is that what it
Yep.
says? Pole position?
I think it looks good.
Pole
I don't know what
position.
this is.
Dig Dug.
Big Doug? Okay.
That's a
Never
good
heard
game.
of it.
That's a good game. Galaga.
Galaga.
Another banger.
A
Galactic,
second Galaga, apparently? Oh, no, is that different?
Yes. Also
Okay.
good.
And then Mrs. Pac-Man.
All right, great.
Okay.
Honestly, pretty good collection for the old GBA.
I swear I remember having on my Game Boy a 3D Pac-Man game, but maybe that was a fever dream. Does this sound familiar to anyone?
What is it?
Like a 3D Pac-Man game.
There was a
the Game Boy.
Not on the Game Boy. There was a 3D Pac-Man game on like the PlayStation 2 or something that I played.
I never had one
or
of
maybe
those,
on
so it
GameCube.
couldn't have been that. Let's see. 3D Pac-Man game.
I'm loving the grass,
Boy.
the little grass sprites
Yes. This is it. Pac-Man World.
in this battle right now.
The sprites are good.
I'm trying to compare all the things that I see
Yeah.
in this game to Ruby and Sapphire and Emerald, and that's not present. Those
Oh,
little
circles.
these types of there are circles, but they're kind of flat. They might have like gradient. It might be like gradient circles, right? But these they're not really textures, but
What does it make you think?
they're
What does it
visual
make you think?
textures. Well, I'm connecting the dots right now. I'm seeing the grass, and as I entered this dungeon, I was able to. They showed that little dungeon preview of what it maybe the world would look like, right, in a full 3D game or something, right?
Right.
Just from a different perspective, not the top-down pixel art. And now I'm thinking back, and one of the first things, as soon as you get a Pokemon, they tell you, or the rival, Lumi, tells me, I'm going to go get a map. You better not get a map. So, and I haven't looked at the map yet, but now I'm thinking there's this like emphasis. I feel like there's this emphasis on maybe not world building, but like I don't know. You know what I'm doing right now? I'm applying my own preconceived notions. I think I want to see adventure and exploration. And maybe I'm just applying that on this because I don't think actually the grass textures do that, but maybe they do.
You stopped and noticed them. You thought about it though.
I did, yeah.
I'm curious about that.
Let's see. I don't even. Am I gonna use a Pikachu? That's the real question. That'd be kind of fun.
I mean, listen.
Should Pikachu be my starter?
I gotta say, it's pretty special looking.
It is.
You know,
it's so bright.
Especially in the context of everything else you've seen in the game so far, to have like
You're
this
right.
vibrant yellow Pikachu.
Yeah.
And then you attacked it and it said its ability made tall grass paralyzed.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, this
Yeah.
is the most special Pokemon that exists so
It
far.
kinda is.
Easily.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's kind of crazy.
And I said I was gonna get a different starter. This might be the other starter.
This might be it, dude. This might be it.
And I cannot.
If you-
And I
if
and I
you
would
can get
evolve it. I would evolve it.
Oh, of course. You wouldn't?
I would.
Oh, of course. Okay.
I would have to. Yeah, right.
Sure.
Yeah, no, come on. No, you don't have to, but many
but I
many
would.
did not. But
Yeah.
I've always liked the little spotlight things here because it reminds me of like old cartoons or like theater where it's like, you shine a spotlight on somebody, they freeze.
Yeah.
And it's like that's what I always think of when I see this. It's like the Pokemon, it was like and it's like you just get
Yeah.
to see that little image. Yeah. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So we got the Pikachu.
I mean, this was rare, dude. You found it very
It was
quickly.
literally rare. It's not common.
Mhm. Yeah.
When several of these Pokemon gather, their electricity can build and cause lightning storms. All right, that's 2 indications of what its type is.
How crazy is this that you catch a Pokemon and the game confronts you with that
all
that
of
kind
its
of data,
information. Yeah.
that data?
Yeah.
Like here's some text.
Yeah.
Like that's crazy. I don't know.
I was trying to figure out, like, Oak keeps saying that he invented the Pokedex, which I never liked because I feel like what that ended up meaning to me as a growing up is like, oh, Oak is ignorant to all of these other Pokemon, but Oak didn't invent or discover all the Pokemon. I don't think. At least they haven't said that to me. What Oak has done is created a technology, a digital encyclopedia that can record data. But what he didn't do is create the Rotom phone, which has a Pokedex in it, right?
Yeah.
And
I think too, technically speaking, the first Pokedex was made by Laventon.
okay.
The way I've always kind of because obviously, like when they made Gen 1, they intended Oak to be like, oh, he made the Pokedex, right?
Yeah.
But then at some point they make Legends Arceus and they go, oh, we're gonna have a Pokedex in it. So Laventon is now the creator of the Pokedex. And so I think like you're supposed to recontextualize that line as Oak is the first digital Pokedex.
Yeah,
You know what
exactly,
I mean?
yeah.
So think like there's the guy who made the first book, and then there's the guy who made the first Kindle. You know?
So yeah, no, absolutely. And what I'm thinking is like, did Oak then record all that data that gets shot to us after we catch the Pokemon, or did Oak create the Pokedex and the Pokedex now is able to, like, is it like AI? But that doesn't make sense because the AI doesn't just manifest; it actually is taken from somewhere else.
You know what I think would be interesting? If you looked at Pokedex entries and tried to determine if there was a perspective. Like whose voice is that? Like,
I mean, there definitely is a lot of it. Yeah, honestly, yeah. Is it Oak's?
Right.
But
But
that yeah.
is it fed from
A kid? Is it Gary?
is it a bunch of people? I don't know. I do think it's funny that just this is a contrivance. This doesn't matter. But I do think it's funny that he's like, I am the Pokemon professor. I am the. There are 150
Sure.
and then he goes, there are 150 Pokemon. And then like 10 years later, he's like, okay, I was wrong. There are 1,000. He's like,
especially when like Johto's right there, like just travel a little
wrong.
bit, my guy.
I was wrong. What can I say? The scientific method failed us.
Yeah, I do think that there is some kind of perspective, and it's not just scientific. Because like with Hypno's Dex entry, it's like there once was an incident where it kidnapped a child, and that just seems like a weird thing to put in a scientific encyclopedia. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you'd think that it would be like Hypno's, brain waves are able to be sent out. It'd be something about like how the Pokemon functions, but instead it's like this guy kidnapped a kid.
Yeah, it's like, who's writing that?
Right.
Is it pulling from like news reports?
That was something I loved about Legends, was that they didn't shy away from that. That like it was Laventon writing it, and like you can see it all over the decks.
It is cool. I do like that. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that that's something that you are afforded when the method of delivery is not digital. It's like, oh yeah, this is by hand. This is like, this has a literal authorial hand. Whereas the digital thing, you could almost imagine like, oh yeah, the Pokedex is filled out with like all the heights and the weights and the scientific method about the Pokemon, and then who knows who's filling in? Maybe it's like a message board. You know what I mean?
It's
People
one of
are
it's one of those
filling in
weird guys. It's one of like the no-name professor NPCs, like the lab hands.
the aides. They're
The
out.
aides.
They're out there, dude. They're ready.
Have you caught 20 Pokemon yet? Because I'll give you Flash.
Dude, if
That's
somebody
the guy.
if somebody could remake these games in like not in a
Here we go.
not like
3D.
but like an actual remake,
yeah.
not like a we're just gonna make the games again. So what a cool thing that would be to be like, Oh, this Pokedex entry, Blue is actually ahead of me, my rival, and he wrote this one.
Or you know,
he found that Pokemon first.
Yeah.
And it says in the Pokedex, he got it first and he wrote that entry.
Like,
so when I find that Pokemon,
imagine if we, the players, could, like, so in Legends Arceus, they have like the satchel system where it's like, if you die, your items need to be rescued by someone else, somewhere in the world, right? Like, you just kind of, like, that data it just spawns into your game when you go online, and then, like, you rescue it and it goes back. And I'm imagining, like, if there's a similar connective thing where it's like, when you catch a Pokemon, you can, you know, add some sort of dex entry or, like, alter your experience with the dex entry. And then when you register a Pidgey, you know, Lumi put in something about Pidgey that now shows up in my dex entry.
Right.
I don't know how they would actually logistically do that.
Or even,
No,
like, well, there's a way to do
idea.
that.
Yeah,
like,
definitely.
with Legends Arceus, you have, the way you get a dex entry is you have to, like, complete the research tasks, right? And so, like, imagine that if I focus on different research tasks, it gives me a different entry. You know what I mean? So if I focus more on catching the Pokemon, there might be details more so about how the Pokemon lives in the wild.
Sure.
But if I do the research task by using the Pokemon's moves X amount of times, instead gives me a dex entry about how, you know, that Pokemon is able to use moves. Like, it's more of like Charmander can produce flames of up to whatever degrees.
No, it's totally true. Gassy Watchhog in the chat says, Jake, he doesn't say he's the Pokemon professor. In the game, he says that's what people affectionately call him. And that is true. That is true. I remember that from an hour ago.
Okay.
Yeah. I kind of was just going with that. I think he must say that in an earlier game.
Yeah. No, I think my point stands though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's
No,
like
definitely.
yeah. For the expert,
He's
of
got
the
an
area,
ego. He's like Neil deGrasse Tyson. He's more of a podcaster now. Oak is literally on a radio show with Mary in the Johto region.
He's
Okay.
a sellout.
Yeah.
You're fighting this Caterpie right now, and I gotta tell you, I'm going back to this. I know that this is stupid, but like the game's first area being the mice and the bird.
Yeah.
And there's like a predatory relationship between a lot of birds and a lot of mice.
Oh, I see what you're
And-
saying. So it's
And then you get either one of those or both. And then the next area you go is bugs. And you know who eats bugs? Birds and mice.
Yeah.
And mice as well. And I think the game
No, I
is
see
like
that. I see
trying
that.
to like on-ramp you into these things, like have an antagonistic relationship with each other.
Okay, I didn't
Yeah,
pick
it's in
up
the
on
anime
what.
too.
Yeah.
That the Ash's Pidgeotto, when he tries to catch a Caterpie, he sends out Pidgeotto, and Pidgeotto tries to eat his Caterpie, and Misty even has to tell him, like, dude, you can't do that. Bugs
Yeah.
Or birds eat bugs.
That's awesome.
You know, I didn't pick up on it, but I think actually what that's doing, like, I don't look at antagonistic distracted me, but I think what that is actually doing, it's kind of showing you, it's like it's kind of like getting you used to like the type chart, right? And understanding that Pokemon do naturally have a relationship with other Pokemon and other types depending on whatever their attributes are. You know?
Yeah. Good point. You're right. Yeah.
Because if I pick up a Pidgey, now all of a sudden I have an advantage over this entire next part, right?
Yeah. That's cool.
And I'm kind of struggling with tall grass here, truthfully.
Right. Yeah, that is cool.
You won't be
found
in
a-
that
you found a
next
Pokeball.
gym.
Yeah, I'll be good.
So I noticed that you decided to name yourself and your Pokemon with they don't have all capital letters.
Oh,
they
no.
have. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was wondering about that. Because when I played these games as a kid, I definitely just kept it all capital letters because why would you?
I think I did too.
Yeah.
I think that's just what you do. Yeah. I don't know. I think I like the way. You know what? That's a good point. I guess. Wow, you're right. Because all Pokemon are capitalized. No, not even all Pokemon. Just anything that's like a mechanic and not
A
just
proper
conjecture. Yeah. Is fully capitalized, and that might be a way to make the games. Because again, the context of these games are you're playing them on a tiny little screen that's not even. I mean, it is digital, but it's like this is backlit. This isn't even like it's not even it's not an LCD screen or whatever. So it's tiny, and you got to make things stand out. Yeah, maybe. Okay, when I get to the name raider, I might change everything to caps. That's kind of cool.
Isn't that funny? It's just funny how like we all grew up and it changed and we all decided, no, this is correct.
Yeah.
It should. It's interesting.
I think it makes sense,
even
man.
Change your Pokemon too. Like I had a Dragonite that was Dragonite in all caps, and at some point when I traded it up to a game, they changed it to be Dragonite, like, you know, where it.
Whoa, dude! Yeah, I remember that. I have older Pokemon that are all capitalized. You're right, they do that. If you trade them all the way up, I have a Flareon now. It's got normally typed letters. So that is kind of cool. So the game actually recognizes that. Game Freak.
TJ says that Pokemon names are caps, but people are not in the game. I actually went back and looked, and people are.
People are.
Maybe it depends on who the person is.
Because like it even has like theater style, like Oak, all capital letters, colon, and then he speaks, and that's how you would write it in like a script.
Sure.
The Team Rocket grunts, like any kind of title will also be that way, like Bug Catcher or whoever.
Proper noun.
You know. I mean, you're even seeing the moves are Tallgrass use tackle.
Yep. Proper noun.
Sure, yeah. Leech, Seed.
And like earlier, it raised its defense with Harden, and Seed defense is all capitalized.
The only thing that doesn't get a capital letter is, of course, the E in Pokey.
Yeah, that's true.
Wow,
wait,
reason,
really? No. It does.
Always lowercase e accent. Always.
Yeah. Gotta keep it brand.
Which is funny because like a capital E with an accent exists. They're just like, no, not like this. Not like.
That's funny, man. That's funny.
Yeah. So Pokemon, Pokeball, always lowercase e. Yeah.
So some things I noticed earlier, and I'm still kind of noticing them. I feel like there's a lot of, and maybe it's like accessibility. Maybe I feel like there's a lot of interesting UI decisions. I'm noticing the UI decisions right now. The fact that my move got I've used my move enough times where the PP has dropped, the power points, and now the move is showing up in yellow. And I know obviously once it gets too low, it's going to show up in red. But I've also just noticed over the last hour, there are so many more moments where the game is almost breaking the fourth wall to give you instruction and I'm not saying it's not hand-holdy. It's literally just like a, hey, by the way, this is what this does. Proceed, right? Yeah. It's not like a 2-hour cutscene or tutorial in the beginning of Legends Arceus. I have not found it to be disruptive, but it has stood out to me. Even like you boot up the game and the first thing you see, it's telling you what the buttons of the console do in relation to the game. I thought that was so weird.
Yeah, it's funny. I wrote about
no other game does that.
You know, I wrote about this contrivance that video games do a little bit in an essay on my Substack about this game Persona 4 Golden, and it's like I always refer to it as it's like when you go to see a play and the curtains haven't opened yet. It's like you're being told something, but the game has not started. But the game has started because you press start on the main screen, and it's this weird liminal space where you're like, this is part of the performance, but I know that it's not, and you're being ushered in. Yeah, it's kind of funny.
It's the narration, it's the setup, right? I just watched Lord of the Rings, and there is a whole set, like the movie starts. Actually, I guess any movie, right? You start the movie, and you will hear music, right? You'll hear the soundtrack. And instead of like getting into the movie, the story, it starts showing you like the companies that have produced the movie, right? And then there'll be like additional setup. Maybe there'll be like a bunch of text that like establishes the time period or something.
There's kind of like a rule in almost all fiction, almost all like whatever, that the audience always knows more about the story than the people in the story.
Totally.
Through the act of being able to perceive it from the outside.
Yeah.
And like when the music plays, like that's not something that the characters can hear, and maybe the music is telling you something about what's gonna happen, or what, you have more information, and there's kind of like a storytelling thing where like knowing more than the people in the story is like fun for an audience. It's like fun to know something that they don't know. So
no, I like that. I like that.
Yeah, it's all in the mix there. It's cool.
Hold on, I'm writing more notes.
Well, unfortunately, I got to bounce because my wife just texted me. We gotta go walk the dog.
Nice. Yeah, Lumi. So the dog liked the snow.
She did. I think she was confused by it, but she did like it. And then the next morning, she didn't so much because it made her paws cold.
Sure.
And she doesn't like. We seriously might think she's like actually OCD. Because she genuinely, like, anytime she gets something, like, caught in her fur, like a little leaf, like nothing, she will stop and, like, whine until you remove it. And she did not like that with the ice, so...
Yeah. The ice will, like, stick to the fur.
Yeah, I guess
Makes
so.
sense.
Yeah, I think that's what it was, like, she was getting, like, not just water on her paws, but, you know, it was freezing.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right, man.
All right.
Well,
Jake, good seeing you always.
Good seeing you.
Give the pup a little scratch for me.
Aww.
Okay. All right. Bye, y'all.
See you, Lumi.
Bye.
Fun.
Right.
That was fun. I see Soul in the chat right now. He's probably eating some food, eating some dinner. Yeah, you know what? So I think what the grass is doing, it's giving me more information about where I am in the world. I think that's what I'm thinking about.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Just want to write this down.
Yeah, no, please do. It's so that grass is so non-threatening. It's so sweet.
It looks
It's
cozy, right?
Yeah, you're still in your mom's backyard.
100%. And Jake, when
Yeah.
you click one of those like nostalgic looking YouTube video essays, right? Small little YouTube creator, you click it, and the first 5 minutes is like the backstory of Tajiri. Right? Satoshi Tajiri.
Okay. Yep.
The creator of Pokemon. Am I getting that wrong? I'm like second guessing myself. These are the things that like I read and I go, yeah, I know it. And then when I say it out loud, I'm like, oh shoot, I'm actually not.
He liked collecting bugs.
Yeah. He liked collecting bugs. He liked, and I think the games obviously have always been kind of molded around that, which is special. It's nice. It's not these like world-ending creatures. I mean, they kind of are, but they're just like little. I don't know, man. I go in the backyard with my dog, and I'm always looking around.
Hold on. Don't move on from this. I actually think that this is awesome because this is special.
Yeah.
Every JRPG is like, you're the chosen one. The world is ending. Look at all this crazy stuff going on. And you just said something that I think is interesting. Okay. You're like, the game ushers you into this world being like, yeah, I mean, you want to leave town?
yeah, you can.
Or, like, go see. Who knows what you'll find out there?
Yeah.
I don't know. Birds, rats, bugs.
Seriously.
Sure. Just go figure it out. Like, that's so different. Yeah.
It is. The call to action is very like loose.
Light. Yeah.
It's light. It's like cool. Oak says, I've always wished I could do this. Now I hope that you can help me with this. That's it. That's all. It's like you have a lifetime to achieve this, to play this game.
Right.
It's not. Yeah. Like with Zelda, it's like you're chilling in the you're chilling in the town, and all of a sudden like a wormhole like rips open, and the princess is stolen. Right. That calls for immediate attention. I think you said in most other games you are the hero, and I wrote this down. Where is it? They use the word hero. Again, who said this?
How interesting.
I think it was that blue text, or it could have been Professor Oak says you are the. Oh shoot! I gotta go back now. Someone says the hero. The word hero is used, which is bizarre.
That is bizarre.
It's just it's a little too obtuse. It's like it just feels it feels out of place. It feels like someone in the Pokemon world isn't saying that. It's whoever the narrator is.
Man, I talk so much about story structure in my content. You know this, of course.
Yeah.
And I think you've probably heard me talk a lot about like the catalyst, like the moment that the story starts.
Yeah.
And like it's like, oh, this is what and I don't know if I've ever said this in content, but I always think about Pokemon Red and Blue, I think about Gen 1, I think about these games, and I think that they have one of the most interesting catalysts to begin a story.
Wow.
In any medium, in any art, in anything, because nothing else is like. I don't think anything else is like this.
Really?
Yes. Most of the time, it's like I was just playing Xenoblade, right? And the guys, they're in their hometown. They go off to collect supplies. When they come home, oh my God, all of the metal men have attacked the town.
Sure.
This is why today is different from every other day.
Yeah.
And the thing that starts the story here is you selecting your first Pokemon.
Yeah.
It's very quiet. It's
Yeah.
very
In your
like-
hometown.
Yeah, man. And
There's
it's like
the threat. Literally, the threat is just a bird in the backyard. It's a squirrel. That's the threat. That is right. That's why Professor Oak gets involved.
well, and the dramatization of this, right? It's like your world changes the second you choose that Pokemon. And you know how they show you that?
Yeah.
The second you pick that Pokemon, what happens in these games? The second you do it.
You get thrusted into the story.
Well,
no. You select.
the very first thing. Yeah.
You battle.
You battle. The
Yeah, you
second
battle.
it happens, they say, here is something you couldn't do before.
Yeah.
This is your life now. That is awesome, dude.
Yeah.
That is crazy. That is so tight structurally. It's so cool.
I mean, I guess Pokemon is all about battling, but I also thought it was weird. Professor Oak just kept hammering, like, you need to battle things. That
Yeah,
did feel
dude.
kind of out of place.
It's like,
I mean, even though battling obviously is the corner, that is what you do. That's the action in Pokemon.
yeah.
It's still just, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. Like, I thought it was more than that.
It's just, I think it's like battling is
That's how you have,
way,
that's your power.
that's your power. It's the way
Right.
through which you gain the ability to traverse the world.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's so cool, dude.
It's fun, man.
People,
We're getting into
People
a bit of the
undersell
grind
these.
right now. Yeah.
yeah, people undersell these. I really think from a storytelling perspective, these people overlook how there is a reason so many future games kind of like repeat
Yeah.
a lot of similar elements here, and that is because they are masterstrokes. Masterstrokes. This is it's
Dude,
crazy.
it was the first thing I wrote. I was really struck by the fact that they say in this game or in this world it was like seek out people that you can help, overcome challenges, and solve mysteries. And I can think of something in this game that we're playing that fits these criteria, but I had never thought of it like that. Right? Like that's almost like the emotion. That's like the ethics behind battling, trading, and adventuring. Right? Those are the actions.
Cool.
But this is the heart. Helping people. You're right. We do help people.
Yeah.
By battling Pokemon. I don't know. Never thought of it like that.
Yeah, and you can only help people if you keep battling.
Yeah, if you
like,
keep.
you have to. Yeah.
Damn, Rice fainted. Overcooked.
Oh, Bryce, no.
No. All right.
What do you think? What do you think of you get this bird Pidgey, and then you wander off, and you go, whoa, there's another bird here named Spearow. What's up
Yeah.
with that?
I think it's positioned as like the more offensive bird. That is kind of weird. Yeah.
That's crazy, right?
I think Pidgey. Interesting. Yeah. Pidgey kind of functions in that way because you will see it before Spearow
Yep.
as the starter Pokemon. It's probably the easier Pokemon to train, right?
Don't you think Spearow's a little bit of a dick?
Yeah, literally. I
Yeah.
think Spearow is one of those Pokemon that isn't really. It's kind of an NPC Pokemon. It's a Pokemon that like lives in the world, but is really just for the NPCs. It doesn't feel like a
wow.
friend. I don't think it feels like a friend.
See, that is so crazy because like I think you're right, and I think what is it about like this
Who's
is
literally
designed-
training Eradicate? Who's
Who
actually
sees-
training Eradicate?
Who sees Spearow and goes, I need him on the team?
Yeah, no one. I mean,
And what is it about the essence of that dude? It's so interesting to me. I find that so
oh
funny.
my god, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never been compelled to use a Fearow.
Right.
In many games, I've found a shiny Spearow, a shiny Fearow, and it is a little bit more compelling because you're like, it's special.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's not. What does the chat think? Do we like Spearow? Yeah.
I'm seeing no love for Spearow. Dude.
Yeah, I'm seeing. I would love a regional Spearow. That would be kind of cool.
I love Spearow for dinner.
Yeah. You know what? Yeah, Rattata is. It's a little mouse. Little mouse.
Little mouse, dude. Now it is purple, which is cool.
Yeah, I could see it. Yeah, that's interesting. But is it? You know what's weird is like we're playing these games, but there's a lot of things in these games where I almost want to do the close read of red, blue, and yellow.
Of course,
because that actually is right.
The goats.
That's true context.
I mean,
how purple were they? Was Rattata?
Yeah, so I mean, I did. I'll be honest. I did. Oh wait, whoa!
Yo,
in the chat, 5 gifted subs.
Brett, thank you so much, Brett, for gifting 5 Hidden Power podcast subs. Thank you so much.
Memberships. I'm so sorry. I'm on YouTube. I'm so sorry.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, I kind of followed suit.
I was in
not
Twitch mode,
not Twitch.
All right.
Thank you so much, Brett. Welcome, everyone. A lot of you, listen, I love this. You guys are in on the Patreon. Now you're in on the YouTube. I love this so much. Make sure you guys get access to the Discord. We're doing a live call-in show a week or so after Pokemon Day. We want to get you guys in on the conversation. So join the Discord. And also check out the entire back catalog of all of our secret power episodes. We got a bunch of content, a bunch of videos, and with some of your favorite creators, and also a bunch of VODs available to you guys as well. Thank you, Brett, for supporting the stream. Man, I'm really lucking out with all these. I feel like my team is really not coming together just yet. I'm facing difficulty. I can't even escape right now. Look at this.
Yeah.
Spearow is tough.
Ouch.
My starter just got shut down by Spearow.
I gotta say, the color palette in this game is better than I remember.
You know what I wrote down, Jake? You know what I wrote down?
Tell me.
Color palette, arrow, pastel, and then I didn't write this down, but what I was thinking about, palette town. I just feel like I don't know. It feels nostalgic, but also vivid.
Oh, listen. I have a whole free essay that I'm gonna go off of about Pallet Towns tomorrow. So don't worry. Don't worry about it.
Oh my god. Yeah. Oh, free Metroid hat. Thank you so much for supporting the stream. Writing my notes as if my character in the game. Oh, that's so cool. I think that makes it even more fun and interesting. That is fun to be like, today I've noticed that a Spearow whipped my butt. I need to go train, and I wish I picked Charmander.
Oh, that's so awesome.
That's cool.
Oh, that rips.
You're just writing like diary entries.
Yeah,
I love that so much.
Tomorrow I'm gonna train my Weedle and
yeah. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Let's complete this battle. Oh, no, I guess I don't even want to. I might white out right now.
I missed that you named it Lab Rat. That's awesome.
We were talking about. I have Thunder Shock, dude. This is actually powerful. Having this Pikachu is actually like a secret weapon. Watch this. Let's see how much damage this does.
He's crazy. Okay,
I want to show you something right now after this, though. I think. Oh, dude, this Pikachu is powerful.
That's crazy.
Oh my gosh, I think I'm gonna use this. This sprite is so good.
Dude, I'm such a mark for these games because you play them in front of me for 5 seconds and I go, yes, I understand why this is the biggest thing in the world. I get it.
Yeah.
I literally have such a mark. I go, yeah, nothing's better than this. Sorry.
Dude, Pikachu. Okay. All right, we're going to save the game. I don't even know if I can do this. All right, we're going to save the game. I'm going to do a little save state just in case.
Yeah. Always.
Because what I want to do is... Here, let's do save state. Okay. And then load the ROM, maybe? Do I just
load her up.
Load the ROM? Let's see if this works.
Wow, I'm so curious about what you're doing. I have no idea what's happening.
All right, check this out, chat. We're starting the game. Okay, I shut the game off, right? I shut it off, right?
Yep.
Okay, close it. I go to school, come back, get my homework done. All right, 6 p.m. I'm gaming. I'm playing Leaf Green.
Nice.
Yeah, this is so cool.
Oh!
Dodge.
Oh no, this
is like it's like the vision of what Gen 5 became. Like the battle engine of Gen 5 is what we just saw.
Damn.
All right, here we go. Ready for this?
Yeah.
Talking about free Metroid hat. Talking about diary entries, journal entries, adventure notes.
What is this? What are you talking about?
Here we go.
All right.
Dusty. Previously on your quest, page 4. Here in Pallet Town, oh, it's just going without me. Dusty just did something. All right, Dusty got the town map.
Last time on Pokemon?
Previously on your quest number 3, Viridian City, he spent $2,000 on Pokeballs. All right. Oh, then he left. I forgot this even existed.
This is huge.
And I always breeze by it. Viridian City. Previously on the quest, you got the Teachy TV, which we have not even explored yet. Again, this is one of those like fourth wall breaking things.
No, this is crazy.
Previously on your quest,
you managed to get out of Viridian Forest.
Oh, I keep going.
Oh, it's going. Like,
I kept going back in and out.
Yeah.
I hope I saved properly. Let's see.
I think you did.
Let's see. Okay. It's just I was going in and out just to check out the little preview of the dungeon.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. And then Dusty saved the game on Route 22. So if you forgot where you were,
That's
now
cool.
you don't forget. What a cool idea. Honestly, it's kind of underrated. I think it is frustrating. All right, little chat. It is frustrating when good features are forgotten game to game, right? We get a good feature implemented, next generation comes out, it's forgotten. That is frustrating. Okay. I do think, however, maybe we're not giving Game Freak enough credit for implementing kind of wild, just kind of wild card ideas, right? If, it's Monday morning, development of Gen 10 has just begun, right? They're 4 years out, whatever.
Uh-huh.
They get coffee. It's a Monday morning. All right, brainstorm session. And someone says, you know what? Sometimes, what if you forget where you are in the game? Maybe you put the game down and you don't play it for a week and you forget where you are. What if there's a little a little indicator, a little journal entry that replays what you just did a week ago, and then it gets implemented into the game.
Right.
That's fun. And I've never
cool.
appreciated that until this moment.
There's so much utility there. It's so actually useful.
That still happens to me. Yeah, you got your emotes going crazy.
My app's gone.
That still happens to me. I pick up games. I just did that the other day. I picked up a copy of White 2 that I haven't played in 2 years. I totally forgot where I was. But if the game kind of queued me up and was like, "Hey, you got a gym badge," and then you caught this banger of a Pokemon, right? And then you evolved your starter, and now you're about to leave this cave. I'd be like, "Okay, I think I'm right where I need to be. I'm ready for the adventure," right?
You know what's cool too? It's outside of it being just generally useful to the player, I also think it's the game doesn't default to just telling you where you are in the game. It's telling you about your decisions as if everybody's story is different. It's not just saying, "Hey man, the next thing you were about to go to the rock gym."
Yeah.
It's no, this is what you were doing. Remember?
Yeah.
That's cool.
What you're describing reminds me of the Alolan. I think it is it's a Rotom Dex, right?
Yeah.
And it's always telling you exactly where you need to go next, which isn't a problem, but that is devoid of whatever you had done previously.
Right.
So that's a cool feature, and I haven't even done this either. The Pokedex, dude. This is cool.
Oh, whoa.
I forgot about this. All right. Right off the bat, we have the numerical mode. That's pretty standard. But what I love, I remember this very much. Pokemon.
This is blowing my mind.
Pokemon. Do you remember this, Jake?
No, this is blowing my mind. I can't believe what I'm seeing right now.
Pokemon habitats. Now you can view Pokemon based on habitats, not just by this arbitrary list, right?
Brother,
which isn't even how you encounter these Pokemon.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What does it even mean to be a forest or a grasslands Pokemon? Yeah.
And why if Mankey is so late in the Pokedex? I mean, that is kind of cool. By catching Mankey earlier and having Mankey later in the dex, this is actually a decision. It actually tells you there's 30 Pokemon that you haven't even, begun to scratch the surface of, right?
Dude,
there's not 20 Pokemon. There's actually 50 Pokemon at least, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's do this. Grassland Pokemon. Let's see. Rattata.
Wow, that's crazy. Okay, this
Makes
is
sense.
fun. Yeah.
Bulbasaur.
Bulbasaur.
Bulbasaur's a grassland Pokemon. I can see
Fun.
that.
Yeah.
All right, forest Pokemon. Caterpie, Metapod.
Wait, can you go back to Metapod really quick?
Yeah.
Can I just tell you, I think this sprite is responsible for me not understanding Metapod for years.
Yeah.
Because we all imagine it kind of like upright, you know, like a moon.
Upright, and you thought he was like, he had his back turned to you.
Yes.
Kind of
yes,
kind of angry,
Yes.
and a big nose.
Yep. And then this sprite comes along, and you go, I have to challenge everything I thought I knew about Metapod.
Yeah. He's actually kind of sleepy and docile.
It's so weird.
And he's got a smooth front.
And that's his mouth, right? He's doing like a frown.
Yeah, he's sad. Yeah.
Oh, okay, God.
This is so I think what I like about this, right? You talked about antagonistic. I'm not seeing that, but I am seeing.
No.
I mean, okay, it's literally just it's grouping Pokemon together by habitat. It's pretty surface level, but I like this. And I don't think this is cool. Water's Edge Pokemon, Sea Pokemon, Cave Pokemon. Okay, it's telling us what we're missing. Mountain Pokemon. What have I seen? Of course, Mankey, Charmander.
Oh, cool. Wow, that's nice. That's a nice sprite. That looks cool.
That is cool.
Damn.
Rough terrain Pokemon. Okay.
Of course, dude. I knew that. We knew who that Spearow was.
Yeah.
We knew who he was. The second
He's very rough.
A to Z. Legend CA.
Yeah, urban Pokemon. I don't have any of them. And then there's rare Pokemon.
Wait. Who is an urban Pokemon?
Meowth.
Dude,
Magnemite.
Okay. Mr. Mime.
Mr. Mime is
I'm on the edge of
very
my seat.
urban.
Wow, only urban Pokemon run.
Yeah.
Okay, you only. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Dude, that's the new type, the urban type.
Oh, there's the lightest mode.
This is sick. This
smallest mode. This is bizarre.
There's no way this was in Gen 1. There's no way.
It's not in Gen 1.
No.
But I think this is cool. It's cool. It's cool. You know what I think about?
They chose to flesh this out.
Yeah. Well, that's another thing. All of these new things that they've added into these remakes, I wonder how many of them were, or kind of like created, or the idea had its inception in Generation 1, but just never made it into the actual game, right?
Right.
Because I think I think the thing that Let's Go does right, is it really is only focused obviously on the catching, but that is a huge part of the Pokemon experience. So if you're in Kanto, like if you're just in this game and now there's a little mini game where you're catching Pokemon, that makes that makes total sense to me.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Brandon, thank you for the super chat. You guys are really showing up tonight. Thank you so much, Brandon, for the 10 bomb. That's huge.
Wow.
Stars in the chat, everyone, please. Let's show Brandon some love. I just started a new file on LEAFGREEN. I named my character Forest and my rival Okalani. Is that makes me think of that Japanese dog ink game? I don't know if that's true. No, but he says Okalani, which is Hawaiian for from the heavens. Heaven and sky equals blue, and because the oaks have a lowland heritage. Oh, that's so cool. I love that, Brandon. That's a really fun connection.
Brandon, did you start the new file in LEAFGREEN because of this? Because of the book club? Are you in? Dude, I hope you're in my Discord. I want to see some homework.
Yeah, Brandon's great. I always see him on Twitter. Here. If I haven't done this already. No. Yeah, Jake, can you drop like a link to, do you have it like on Blue Sky or something, or like the instructions for the game?
Oh, I do.
For anyone who might be maybe just joining us who didn't hear the explanation earlier.
Yeah. No problem.
But yeah, the book club's going to be fun, man.
Yeah, dude, people in my Discord I think are really excited about it. I think I've got a bunch of people that have started their game. Some people are waiting until I start my game.
Yeah, I almost did that.
Tomorrow.
I almost did that. Yeah, but I said I'm going to get caught behind, I think.
Yeah. So I want people to do it when it makes sense for them. Oh no, I started this a week ago. That's crazy. So that was just timing.
Nice. That's great.
Yeah.
Dude, get in on it. That's the thing that I haven't actually considered much. Like, I talked to you, so I'm like, okay, I'll just share my ideas with Jake. But if there is a call-in section where you can get in on the community document, like that sounds like a lot of fun. And there's gonna be a whole conversation with other people about the game, which is I like that a lot.
Dude, I just looked in my homework channel on the Discord. People are doing voice memos, and I'm gonna play them on the stream. I'm just gonna listen to. Dude, people are stepping up. People are showing up. And I think that they're really like thinking critically and thinking hard about like what calls out to them and what's affecting them. And I think it's really cool. Yeah.
So what is okay? So I've actually never been part of a book club.
Yeah.
How like if someone let's say there's 20 people in a group, you're doing the book club, it's someone's turn, they're holding the book, they can speak.
Yeah.
What is it? What does that typically sound like? Oh, like, what is the statement? Is it are they making a statement and then defending an argument? Are they just saying, I've observed this and it really made me think about X, Y, and Z. What does the group think? Is it interactive like that?
Yeah, let me tell you. So there's really like two versions of this, right? So like when I was in grad school, it was we would do workshop, which was somebody had written a piece and then everybody talks about it in class for feedback.
Sure.
And the way that works is that like the author is not allowed to talk and we all have to run the conversation.
Yeah.
So, and this is kind of similar to a book club too. Like, so you find a lot of the same kind of like inquiries. Like first you start off like things you liked, things you didn't like. That's like very typical. So that's kind of like this really worked for me, this didn't. And then once you kind of get that stuff out of the way, because that's kind of what people I think want to talk about the most. My favorite question off the top: what is the beating heart?
Yeah.
What is the beating heart of this? What is the most core element of this? What is the thing beneath the story that is the interesting thing? What is the core of this? What is this all about? And I find that is really powerful for keeping discussion on task.
Yeah.
Keeping and just us all kind of being like, okay, if we think the story is about this, how are all of these elements achieving or failing that thing?
That sounds like a lot of fun, man. There was I think there was a board game that we used to play. Mm-hmm. It turned into like a joke. It turned into like a fun thing that we would do anytime we would ever talk. If there was ever like a debate or like a conversation, we would try to understand what the true neutral was, right?
Whoa.
If we're like bickering about like, it would be like, is chili a soup or is it a, something else? I don't know.
Yeah.
Whatever the other spectrum of that is. Is it a solid? Is it a casserole? I don't know, right? What's true neutral? So that's what that's kind of reminding me of. What is the beating heart? And I gotta say this, I'm really just loving taking notes right now and like doing little doodles. It's kind of fun.
Yes, that was part of what I wanted to achieve. I wanted to say like, what will you discover if you are forced to attack something differently?
This is tough. I'm being forced to play this right now.
Yeah, right. You're being forced. Yeah.
You said something on your stream that really struck with. I've been thinking about it all week long. You talked about attention or like the beauty or the value, the importance of doing something and giving it your full attention.
Yeah.
And I don't do that enough. Yeah. I'm always distracted by something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I talk a lot about reading. Yeah.
Yeah, you were talking about it with reading, but I took it. I was thinking about it in other ways. And I'm not really doing that right now. We're yapping while I play.
No.
I gotta be honest. Like any other stream, we're playing to yap, and then as soon as I started this, I really got into it, and then Lumi joined, and then you joined, and I was like,
right.
I think I'm actually being distracted right now by the.
But I love
the core of what we're doing.
I think you're kind of proving the thing that I was trying to say though, which is like you recognize the two different things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh
no,
my God,
for sure.
You gotta hit this. You gotta hit this.
Free Metroid hat. Thank you so much. You guys are a joy. You guys are making such a huge difference. Thank you so much for the 20 bomb, man. Really appreciate you supporting the stream, supporting the podcast, supporting conversations like this. Oftentimes I get a little I get a little imposter syndrome. I'm like, what are we doing on YouTube? Why are we making videos? And you guys come through all the time supporting this project. So thank you so much. I named my rival Sam after my friend who passed away a few years ago. I'm sorry about that. So it's like playing with him again. Man, that's beautiful. I lost a friend of mine last year. He was my neighbor. His name was Sam. And the one thing that we did together, like every week, was play Pokemon. And I still kick myself for not spending more time with him after high school. So yeah, my heart goes out to you, man. That sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. Leaf Green is the first Pokemon game we fully played together after he showed me Crystal. So much fun doing this again. I love that so much, man. I really love that. You know what I love most of all? My friend passed away, and I was thinking about this. I have Pokemon that have the OT of my friends.
Cool.
That's
cool.
awesome because a little part of my friend now is like I get a little bit of their data in my Pokemon game, right? So that's awesome, man. That's awesome. Thank you so much for supporting us, man. Really means a lot.
Yeah, you were actually just talking to me about that because I traded you a Pokemon to use in Sword.
It's nice, man. I don't know why. I don't know. I don't know if that's a cold take or a hot take. I love it so much. Yeah,
dude.
Yeah, that's one of the things, right? It's like, and the joke is like, so it was a Berserker, and you named it Butter Knife, right? Kind of ironic, right? It's got these sharp claws, but it's like they're not really that sharp. And you said it like wasn't that good on your playthrough, and you traded it out for a Melmetal, but you traded it to me, and it's been like the star of the show. It's been awesome. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Listen,
cool.
I put Melmetal in just because I wanted to use him.
We get it. I mean, listen, you could have made room for 2 steel types. I'm really excited for TCG Pocket. Dialga is coming to the game, and I'm so excited for more steel types. I have a Melmetal deck, and it's not that good. I actually borrowed a set from Hannah on It's Super Effective on PKMNcast. Okay. Her set is it's a Meltan, and as you build Meltan in the back, you also use the Froakie line. Once you get Greninja, you can keep doing damage to like benched Pokemon, and it's all these like residual attacks.
Yeah.
And we got Mawile, we got the Bisharp line, and I'm just like, I want to just keep stacking up these steel types.
Wow, for me it's the fighting. I'm a
Lucario, dude. It looks powerful.
I love fighting types.
I think I think Lucario will stack, dude.
I know.
I think it's I think its ability will stack. It gives, anyways, yeah.
Man, fighting type Pokemon are so good, dude.
They are good. They are good.
High ratio of hits to misses. Okay.
For sure.
Like, who's a bad? Give me a bad fighting type Pokemon.
Honestly, Jake, I would say.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
I've never liked Mankey. I've never liked Mankey. I've got one on my team right now, and it's really because I fell in love with Annihilate. Right?
Wow.
And it's
I've
not
always
that
loved Mankey.
I don't dislike Mankey. I just think I think a lot of fighting type Pokemon are kind of boring. I really get off on like multi-typed Pokemon, dude. I love Pokemon that have high contrast in their coloration, in their design. I like Pokemon that really like, really go for the home run, swing big, right? I want a unique design, and I want new designs that incorporate like a fusion of elements, right? I think it's ridiculous that there's not. Listen, I thought that was just a phrase. You guys are being so weird in the chat right now.
I'm glad that they caught. I'm glad that they're calling you out for it, because that was crazy.
I'm being hyperbolic. This is this is my I'm being flowery with my language.
Right, sure.
And yeah, dude. Yeah. No, I don't know. I think the fighting types too often are just fighting type. You know, there's so many great Pokemon that also have the fighting type, but there's also just a lot that are just like, I'm like, what are we doing? Sock and throw, you know?
Okay, listen, Sock and Throw are bad, but that's just because they're Gen 5 Pokemon and they're all bad.
Sure. No, they're not all bad. I like Mienfoo. Mienfoo?
Oh, you're right. Mienfoo's good.
Mienfoo's good, really good. Right?
You're right.
Yeah.
Mienfoo's good. You're right.
Danny-O, thank you for supporting the stream, Danny-O. Let's see some stars, guys. Big
Don't
man.
you think?
That is Danny-O's first super chat. Thank you so much.
Whoa.
I'm just seeing that right now. Just seeing
see.
that right now.
Well,
That's awesome.
yes.
Man. I love that.
Danny-O, you messed up. Where's the message?
Yeah, no, you got to
Put it in the chat now.
He's just, you know what? I think he's sending that because of what I said earlier. He's trying to silently.
He liked it. He was like,
me.
yeah,
he's
me
like,
too. He said, yeah,
I get it. Multi-type Pokemon.
Don't you think that Sock and Throw, it's like, because they were just trying to be like, all right, we need new Hitmonchan
Absolutely.
and new Hitmon. Dude, and that Gen, don't even get me started.
That
Don't
part
even
of Gen 5 is kind of annoying. I think they do it right in a lot of ways. And listen, everyone talks about the Gen 1 counterparts and the copies. No one talks about the Gen 2 counterparts. No one talks about the Gen 3 counterparts.
Ooh, wait, tell me about Gen 2 counterparts.
I think it's really what's it called? Durant being Bug and Steel type.
Uh-huh.
You got Fortress and Scizor, Bug Steel type.
Okay.
Like functionally within the game, it's like a unique type, right? It's a powerful type. Yeah, the Pokemon is different, but like in the game, it fits a similar niche, I think. Yeah, I don't have that many. No, they are there. If I saw the list of Pokemon, I could pull them out. If I saw the list of Pokemon, I could pull them out.
Hitmonchan though, that goated.
Yeah, Hitmonchan is great.
Dude,
Hitmonchan is great.
I want Mega Hitmonchan and Mega Hitmonlee. I want it.
Wow.
I think that'd be cool.
Wow, dude. Big mega kicks. Mega punches. That's like a no-brainer. I love that.
Doesn't it feel like, don't you think it's weird that like Hitmonchan and Hitmonlee, I feel like they're underused.
By what, trainers and stuff?
By the Pokemon brand.
You know, I think they are a urban Pokemon, right? They're classified in the Pokedex as an urban Pokemon because they're, I think in Gen 1, being in Gen 1, they're automatically associated with Jinx, Mr. Mime,
right?
A lot of those weirdos, right?
Do you think their names hold them back? You think they don't want to be?
Yeah, Jackie Chan, Bruce Lee.
Do you think they want to maybe not be like remind you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe.
Dude, I love the fact that Jackie Chan's awesome. I used to watch that cartoon all the time.
You know he's kind of bad.
What do you mean?
Oh no, we don't. Let's not.
No, that's not okay. Listen, this is a nostalgia stream.
Yeah, I bet you love Heracross. I bet you love. Heracross.
I do. I loved Heracross.
Yeah, of course you do.
Heracross is great, and that's a fighting type Pokemon.
Yeah, dude.
Absolutely, man.
Fighting type Pokemon. Come on, it's Surfetched.
No, I hate for Surfetched. To me, that doesn't read fighting type. It's a bird.
No. The thing about the fighting type is that the question on the table is this Pokemon a tough customer? Is he gonna get a black eye and keep fighting? Yeah. Okay? Because listen, a fire type, they're gonna get a black eye and they're going back to the Pokeball.
Yeah,
all
that's
right?
true.
Machoke
Water types, they're crying.
They're crying. Machoke gets a black eye and he says, more!
Yeah. Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's cool. I like that.
Yeah. That's why I like fighting types so much.
I like that, man. I do like that a lot.
Yeah.
They're just ready. They're ready to rumble.
Yes, dude.
And I don't even mean that as like a pun or whatever. Like, they are ready to go at all times.
Love of the game, dude.
Yes.
What's that the fighting type gym leader in Sword and Shield? She's like one of my favorite gym leaders.
Yeah.
In any game. She like gets it, dude. She's like aligned with the fighting type. She's like, I am the first one in the gym and the last one to leave.
Yeah.
Like that's the mentality I want for my team.
Can I hit you with a bar right now?
Yeah.
The fighting type is the gamer type. Think about it. That's us, dude.
Bad.
We're ready to
my
go.
God.
We just want to
Damn.
play. We never want to stop. We're
Damn.
addicted. We're in
Wow.
it, dude.
Wow.
Oh man.
I'll give you one bad fighting type. There's one.
Okay, okay. Tell me that, but I'm ready to start complaining and about this game. I'm
Oh, okay.
because I'm surprised I haven't learned a stab move yet.
Uh-huh.
Well, that's not true.
Okay.
I do have tackle,
Okay.
but I think strategically, I thought I would be able to get access to Gust, and
Yep.
I'm thinking they withheld it from me
Okay.
so I don't steamroll this entire area. So okay, one bad fighting type Pokemon.
There's one bad fighting type Pokemon.
Let me guess.
Okay.
We said it already. It's Sock, right?
No, listen.
They're not even. No, they're honestly not that bad in isolation. They're
That's the
bad
thing.
because they're a copy and they're both copies of each other.
And I don't like. They don't offend me. I just don't care about them.
Yeah.
They're not like making me mad. There's
Sure.
only one fighting type Pokemon that I see it and it makes me mad.
Okay. Let me think. What gen?
What
game?
Sword and Shield.
Sword and Shield.
Yep.
You don't like Graplocked?
No, Graplock's okay.
Okay, I like Graplocked.
Yep.
Fighting type.
Yep.
Let
You'll
me
never
think.
you'll never think of it.
No, I'll think of it. I'll think of it. It's
Because it doesn't seem like a fighting type. So yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah. That's right.
Hold on. I got it. I'm running through the decks right now in my mind.
Yeah. Do it.
Is it a legendary?
No.
So it's not Zacian? Okay.
No.
No,
I'll get to him.
okay, yeah, that's bad. It's Phalanx?
Phalanx.
Wow.
Yes.
Spiky said it in the chat.
I'm just saying, you line up every single fighting type Pokemon, they are all part of the same club. Phalanx, what are you doing there? Phalanx, you step on Phalanx, it's over. Phalanx is like, that's no tough customer. That's a little nerd.
No, its signature move is no. It's like, what is it? No guard, or it's like
I don't care.
no backing, no retreat. It boosts all of its stats, but it cannot retreat. It's in it.
Oh wow, wait. Are you serious? That's
Yeah,
kinda cool.
that's a real. It's a signature ability.
Listen, I'm going off entirely off of looks, and I think it just kind of looks like a little wimpy lemming.
Or like a
but-
bug. It should be a
Wait,
bug.
so you're telling me my whole thing is that the fighting types
Yeah,
they want
yeah.
to stay in the fight, and his ability
is literally. Yeah, no, I'm not kidding.
dude. I feel like I diagnosed the fighting type really well.
No, you did.
actually.
You did.
Okay, it's
It
the
makes
only
sense.
Pokemon that can learn no retreat.
Yeah.
It's a non-damaging fighting type move. Wow, I've never heard of this.
Well, I'm using it right now in Sword. I kind of love it.
Wait, that's a sick. So it's a move.
Yeah.
Whoa, I didn't. That's crazy. They got to give this to somebody else. That's cool.
Yeah, it's good. It's kind of cool. It's like the move version of No Guard, which is an ability.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's like Machamp gets that, which is awesome.
All right, you know what? Phalanx, you get a pass.
Oh, you know what's
Phalanx.
a great fighting type?
Tell me.
Conch Elder.
Oh, great. Yeah, come on. Tough
So
customer.
good.
Tough customer.
So
And,
good.
like,
It's like
the
a video
tough
game
customer-
boss.
Yes.
It's like a Mega
100%.
Man boss or whatever.
You could imagine him like throwing the pillars
Yeah.
down. You have to dodge him. Yeah, 100%.
He should have been the mountain titan in Scarlet and Violet instead of the bird, right? He should have been throwing the rocks down the mountain.
Ooh, don't worry. We're gonna get him in ZA. We're gonna get him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna be out there. building the city.
Collusion Conch Elder. Oh,
Yeah. Man, that's nice. You know who's a good one that I think
hold on.
again.
Grass has changed right here. You see this?
Whoa.
How did? Oh, you know what
What's
it
up
is?
with that?
Because I'm not in the grass. It's a trainer battle. Okay.
Oh, interesting.
But I'm like, what is this? Like, oh, those footsteps? Is that a trail?
Wait, let me look at this.
You see it? I think
Yeah,
it's
you're
a trail.
right. I do. I think it's like a mowed lawn.
Yeah. There's been,
You know?
there was a Rotom here.
Yeah. Wait. Yeah. So wait, where are you right now?
Oh, Danio. Oh, hold on. Danio. Danio says messed up on the super chat. Oops. LOL. Love to see you playing my favorite games ever. Also unrelated. Oh, here we go. This is my favorite. just unrelated. Let's talk about
unrelated.
speculation.
Okay.
Legends Arceus wasn't battle focused due to time period. Not many people owned Pokemon. Do you think ZA will have more battling due to Megas involved? That actually kind of that would make sense with the rest of like what we know about Kalos, at least what we know about Kalos. If there's a lot of, if it's a bustling city, I could totally see that.
I mean, Dusty, even more so. It's like they already said the whole game is like it's like about the connection between people and Pokemon, whereas in Legends Arceus it was like we need to understand we don't have any relationship with Pokemon. And how do you demonstrate your relationship with Pokemon? You battle with them.
Yeah, that's true. Professor Oak just said it. I like that. That's fun, man. Yeah, I appreciate you, Danny, man. Danny O. I just made up a name for you.
Man, is this Caterpie gonna take you down, dude?
These Caterpies are too tough. I don't know what is going on.
I think this Caterpie might have your number. There's something about the look in his eye.
Yeah. I gotta say.
So
let me write this down.
Yeah, please.
All right. Caterpie is not that iconic in game.
Wow.
And I'm gonna say reference Pidgey and Pikachu.
How interesting.
Like I look at this and nothing, and part of this might be the setting that I find it in. I think the green is striking, but around everything else in this dungeon that is green, it doesn't stand out as like something that I should capture and enjoy. And it kind of looks like an NPC Pokemon, and it's being demonstrated as an NPC Pokemon. It's a bug,
Right. Do you think that's kind of what they want? And then you get Metapod, and you're like, what is this? And then it finally emerges, and it's the treat for sticking it out
a little bit.
Yeah.
But I feel like they position Butterfree as such a. Maybe they don't. No, I feel like they position Butterfree as like your partner Pokemon. Like you should, like it's something that they would want you to invest in. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know if you just jumped into these games, if you didn't know like from the anime or whatever. I don't know if you would even know Butterfree was a thing, but
you have to. These are a remake of Gen 1, right? Like the context for these games, right? If we're talking about fidelity at the time,
right?
Pokemon's on a decline. I was thinking about it. I'll just think about myself. If I played these games growing up, I was then playing these games in middle school, right? Like people were having crushes on people, right? We're playing kickball, right? I'm learning, I'm getting braces. I'm playing Fire Red and Leaf Green. Right? Different point in time. I'm reliving stuff. And I knew what Butterfree was. Alternatively, if you played Pokemon for the first time, like Red, Blue, and Yellow in middle school, you're probably playing these games in college with your buddies, right? Listening to Dave Matthews,
Okay.
Listening to a little bit of Nickelback, right?
Wow, okay.
Throwing a couple back, right, with the boys.
Wow.
I'm just trying to like...
Wait, a couple what?
Brewskis.
Oh, God.
We're in college, Like whatever college people do in 2005, right? You got a puka necklace, right?
No.
Like, isn't that the vibe? You got the popped collar. I don't know.
I'm just studying Caterpie now.
Yeah, it's
not
doing it for me.
Lore thing? I have a lore question.
Let's get Lumi back on here for the lore.
Is there any truth to that rumor about the Venonat and Butterfree and that whole thing? Because I gotta tell you, I am a man that I believe what my eyes tell me.
Yes, that is the proof you need.
And I feel like, what more proof do I need?
You look at the Pokemon and it's so obvious. Do I pull this up for people? Because it is such a visual thing.
Venonat and Butterfree,
they're the same Pokemon. 100%.
They are the same.
And I'll tell you this: when talking about Pokemon that are like main character or like starter energy Pokemon that look like friends, I feel like the better counterparts would be Beedrill and Venomoth. Those Pokemon look more like monster insects than Butterfree. Butterfree does kind of feel like a random pickup later in the game. It's cute, When I don't know. I guess you could look at it like, Butterfree and Beedrill are kind of the opposites. You get the sharp one, you get the cute one. I don't know. Yeah, this is gorgeous right here. Let me enlarge this
Look at the science,
for
dude.
cell phone viewers.
This is science. This is, oh my god,
Dude,
look at
it's
the study.
It's the eyes, it's the hands, it's the mandibles, the
The
antennae.
eyes, the
Dude,
eyes
even
are
the
damning.
antenna. The antennae are crazy.
You're right. Oh my god, brother, look at the hands. Look at
The
the hands.
hands! They're little cookies.
Wow, that's
It's like you take a cookie, you crack it in
crazy.
half. They're perfect.
Oh, this is bad.
I
for
think
me.
absolutely this. Like, look at Venomoth, compare it to Beedrill.
This is messing me up.
It's crazy.
If you made Venomoth green, it would be over.
Oh my god, dude.
Over.
You know what, dude? And even, yeah, they do kind of show. I mean, I don't like how they're showing Caterpie's antenna to Venomoth's horns. I think the pointedness of Venomoth's horns actually, like, it kind of looks like a triangle, and that like a crown, and that matches Metapod a lot more.
Metapod. You're
I
right.
see
It
that.
does match more.
I see
Yeah,
that.
Yeah, yeah.
I see that.
Uh-huh. I see
I
that
guess
too.
it does have the lines a little bit. Man, this is crazy. I haven't looked at this in so long, but I believe this 100%.
Yeah, this is like
And
is prime propaganda
Yeah.
conspiracy theory. Like, I believe this 100%.
And it's not like it's but it's not even conspiracy. It's more like they just created all these Pokemon, and then somewhere down the line they were like,
Yeah.
let's just move some things around. No one will think of it, and then it blew up, and then we connected the dots.
Well, because you know what the truth is, it will, like, especially in like a kid's product, it's a little bit of a disservice that there's like two Pokemon that go into cocoons and neither one of them turns into a beautiful butterfly. Like, are you kidding?
Sure. That's
Like,
the whole point.
that's like a joke. Like,
yeah, no, absolutely.
it's like, sorry, you got an ugly bug again.
Yep. Oh my gosh.
Oh, man.
I believe it, man. The other one that I believe is... No, you know what? Maybe I don't believe it. The other one that
No,
they
tell
push
me.
around is that Dragonair should have evolved into Gyarados. I don't believe that at all.
I don't believe that one either. That's propaganda.
Yeah, that's propaganda.
Yep.
Another one that I like is the relation between... Oh, there's two that I like. I like the idea that Gengar is the shadow of Clefable.
I buy that one.
That one's cool because you get the normal
like
type, ghost type, and they make sense
what-
like
you know
all the
what
way
sells
along
me on
the
that one?
lines. Yeah,
What sells me on that one is that Ghastly, you're like, okay, whatever. Haunter, it's like, okay, whatever. And then it turns into Gengar, which I think is a departure from
Yeah.
Ghastly and Haunter.
yeah,
And that's that round silhouette.
yeah.
It's too intentional.
What they say is like Ghastly is just a face peeking out. It's a ghost's face peeking out beyond a wall. So you're just seeing this like round face. Then then its hands poke out, and you can see a little bit of the Gengar's hair or whatever, right? That's Haunter. Just
Yeah,
its
yeah.
floating hands. And then when the
I like
full
that.
body comes through, that's when you have Gengar entirely. That one's a lot of
Bro.
fun. I also love the theory that says that Ditto are the failed clones of Mew.
Right? Yeah, yeah.
The failed
I think you taught me
Mewtwo
about
clones.
that.
That one's so cool.
That,
They-
dude.
Same weight, same. The only two Pokemon that can learn Transform, same color, pink. They're both of their shinies are the exact same hue of blue. It's awesome. You find it at Cinnabar Island, right?
Dude, I'm such a Gen 1er. I'm like vibrating right now.
It's awesome. It's great. It's great, man. It's great.
Oh my god. This
So
stuff is,
great.
that's the best, dude. Because you know what that is? That's the mystery that they told you about at the beginning of the game.
Yes, dude.
That's it, dude. Like, they did it.
Solving mysteries. You're right.
That's
What I think about is
crazy.
the ghost. I think about the ghost, like the
God.
Sylph Scope. That's the mystery.
That's so crazy, dude. It's so crazy. Like, it's like perfect. I'm such a mark for this stuff.
You know what, dude? A lot of people, I even say this in the beginning of so many videos, that like Kalos has unanswered questions, and we usually chalk that up to like a frustrating disappointment or like a problem, right, with the
Right.
game. But in a lot of ways, you could actually look at that as like fuel for mystery, fuel
Yeah.
for theory crafting, right?
Right.
That's actually a joy to have those things unanswered.
Oh yeah,
You
the
know?
fans love it. They don't know that. Yeah, listen, they're. I'm gonna say a harsh truth right now.
Okay.
People enjoy hating on stuff.
Oh, I love it.
They love it. And I think
Jake, even you and I do that a little bit.
yeah, of course. It is a very popular social thing to get with a group of friends and say, hey, we all hate the same thing.
Yeah.
That means we're on this side and they're on that side.
Yeah.
And that's how you bond.
Yeah.
So listen, man, sometimes it's good to all have something to hate together.
Yeah.
There you go.
Listen, I kind of wish we could go back to Pal World. I wasn't hating on that enough. I don't think
you want to go?
Because I didn't digest it like that. I was like, guys, you guys are kind of ridiculous. We made one little 40-minute video on it. Yeah. We could have milked that for 2 weeks. I could have streamed it.
I want to go back and I want to be the Pal World truther.
Yeah.
I didn't like that game enough, and I got to tell you, I've jumped into Pal World. Pal World came to PS5.
You didn't tell me this, Jake. You've been playing Pal World without telling me?
Oh, dude. Like months ago, Pal World came to PS5. And I was like, I couldn't resist. I was like, I'm downloading it. I'm playing it.
Jake,
and
wow.
Dude, Pal World is fun actually. Not enough people are. There's
there's a lot of people who like it. We get comments like every video.
It's fun. It's fun.
We'll be like, man, I wish Pokemon was better, and then we always get one comment that's like, just play Pal World. It's awesome. I still play it.
Yeah, that's funny because it's like
we have a channel in our Discord, I think, just for Pal World.
Wow.
Or like monster catchers. Or whatever.
It's funny. The game is like barely Pokemon, but I think it's like a fun game. So
I mean,
whatever.
Yeah. You know what's funny? I'm seeing like rip-offs of Pal World now.
Yeah, dude.
I saw like a trailer for Palmon, and I was like, interesting. That is
interesting.
And it was like an anamorph. It was just like this blob that looked like Pal World's. Like, what is it? It's like an Electabuzz. It looks like an Electabuzz, but then Palmon's version was like as round as like a Chansey.
Wow. Listen, I gotta give a shout out though to Pocket Pair. You know,
sure,
because they so there was this game last year, Tales of Kanzara Zhao, that was directed by. Remember when we watched the Game Awards? It was that guy that did the House of Dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So. That game did pretty good, not good enough for them to not avoid layoffs. And it kind of got wrapped up in all of this like anti-woke DEI propaganda, whatever. And Pocket Pair said, hey, Tales of Kanzara Zhao devs, we'll fund your next game. We're going to publish your next game. And now Pocket Pair, they're spreading the wealth. They're saying, hey, we made all this money off of Pal World. We're gonna work with you, little developer. We're gonna fund your next game.
That's
it
cool.
is cool.
That's
it is cool. So now they're making their next game. They said it's like a weird horror game, and it's all thanks to frickin' Pocket Pair getting all their money from Pal World.
That's
so
pretty
thank you, Pal World.
That's
thank
pretty
you,
cool.
Pal World.
Damn, man.
Yeah.
I like that.
There you go, baby.
That's
supporting
fun.
Indie developers. Let's go.
Man, that's cool. I like that.
Yeah, I like it.
I think this Weedle might be a challenge for me, Jake.
You think he's gonna take you down?
I mean, I guess I do resist the poison sting, which is nice.
That is nice.
But I didn't think of that.
You think that Weedle has the heart of a champion?
Okay, do you think this means anything? Why is Bulbasaur the only Pokemon?
Yep.
The only starter Pokemon that has like a secondary typing.
I have an answer for this. Weird? You're not gonna like it. I have an answer.
They just screwed up.
My answer is I think that this game, I think a lot of the choices in this game, and choices that were effectively made Gen 1.
Yes.
It's literally, we are the closest Pokemon ever was to someone's personal taste. We don't know who that someone was.
It's Tajiri.
But this is, but it's like the least amount of pressure outside or like forces acting on this game.
Yeah.
And dude, somebody behind the scenes was like, I'm sorry, Bulbasaur is a grass and poison type. That is the way it is.
Yeah.
That is like,
and no one slipped in there to be like, well, that's actually not how it should be. All starters should not have two types. We don't want. Yeah, I get you. This is like the only Pokemon game that wasn't created by a boardroom.
Dude, Charizard.
I would say even Gold and Silver are
Wait,
pretty.
this is funny. You're actually getting butt actually in the chat right now.
I know, Nicholas. I see you, Nicholas.
We know that not every starter.
Yeah,
like,
I said that, and I said, oh shoot, someone's gonna say, but actually, because I said only, and I meant like, I'm tired, guys. Listen, the dog's been sick. I was up all night with the dog. Not good. I'm actually realizing I'm a little bit like tired, loopy right now, I think.
So I think what's really interesting is that by the time they fully evolve, Charizard, 2 types. Venusaur, 2 types.
Yeah.
Blastoise, 1 type.
Yeah.
Makes you wonder if Steel type was around in Gen 1.
Dude, no, I've told you this.
Makes you wonder.
Yeah, I love this.
Dude, remake.
Why would and it's like
remake.
Dude, I want to do a video. I want to do a podcast. I told Lumi about this. I want to do a podcast where we like literally write out every crazy idea that would like make sense for Gen 10. Like for me,
yeah.
I want someone to go through every Pokemon and actually consider maybe tweaking its typing. Only if it's appropriate. Right. So Blastoise, perfect example. Give it a steal. And they've done this in Gen 6 when they introduced Fairy type. Oh, all of a sudden Mr. Mime is a fairy? Like, get out of here. But they made that Azumarill, great. I'm glad. I'm happy for all these fairies to get new types. But what about Blastoise? Why did Blastoise not get a steel type in Gen 2 when Magnemite did get one, right? Let's go back. Let's run it up.
Forget about Gen 10, all right? Gen 10's over. They say, what's next for Pokemon? They show a logo. It says Gen 10. They cross out the 1.
Oh, Gen 2?
No, 0.
Oh, my gosh.
They
just
cross
get
out
rid
the
of the
1.
generations.
Yeah, no. They say, so you see Gen 10. It's written up there. This is Generation 10.
And then the two zeros.
Where do we go next?
Infinity.
And then the one falls out.
Oh.
And they say, all right, we did Gen 10. Now we're starting over. We're doing Gen 0.
Bro.
And we're gonna retool.
Yeah, that's cool. See, I just want Gen 10 to be the retool. Jake, did I tell you this? So obviously we've talked immensely about like when it comes to Gen 10, like and what kind of things they could do. We've talked about like them bringing back gimmicks in Gen 10 being a celebration of what came before. But it actually, I haven't thought about it like this, but like I felt like Sun and Moon was a celebration of like all of the earlier games. Yeah. Right? It was like Sun and Moon's on the 3DS, so it's a celebration of Game Boy and DS games. And whatever was in those titles, right? Okay. But I think what is really cool maybe is like it just feels like a cherry on top. It just feels like it meshes really well if Gen 10 brings back all these gimmicks and is a celebration of all the 3D generations, right? Or the 3D era Pokemon games. Because those are the people that are now old enough to maybe have left the series. Those are the people who are in high school, who are in college. Those are the people you want to bring back. You got me. I'm in it for life, right? You don't need to win me back. You need to win back my little cousin who's in his sophomore year of college and thinks he's too cool for Pokemon, right?
All right. Here's a point in your favor.
Sure.
I'll give you a point in your favor. So, every single 3D generation will be represented on the Nintendo Switch besides one.
Every 3D generation?
Yes. So X and Y, that'll be represented through Legends ZA.
Sure.
And then
every
other 3D generation is on the Nintendo Switch except for Alola. So,
yeah.
There is a degree to which like we know the audience is familiar with all of the 3D games because they're all available on Nintendo Switch. How do we do something with that? Like, like listen, I think what you need is that you need a little Sun and Moon action on Nintendo Switch first.
Yeah.
And then I would deploy that. But I don't think that the 3D Pokemon generation has as much of like a contrived identity yet. I don't think the 3DS people and the Switch people see themselves as the same group the way that like the Game Boy people do.
Sure. Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think it would feel artificial to like group them together.
Well, the reason why, maybe I didn't say this, the reason why I'm grouping them together is I think the focus would be, I guess it's another layer for why the focus would be to bring back all of the gimmicks, right?
Yeah, which I think that
Mega
that totally
Evolution
makes sense.
for the listeners, Z-Moves, Dynamax, Terra, bring those back. Those are all on the 3D 3D Pokemon games, right? I just feel like that's the new gen. Obviously, anything they do is going to have Kanto stuff, but you can do the Kanto stuff through the Mega Evolution. You can do, I don't know. I just think...
No, I'm with you on this because between you and me, I think Legends ZA is bringing back Z-Moves as well.
Yeah. Oh,
and
wow. What a take. That's cool.
Yeah. I think they revealed Mega Evolution like that was it. And then it's going to be a big twist in the next video that it's not just Mega Evolution, it's also Z-Moves.
Oh my God, you're right. Z-Moves.
And yeah. And we're all going to be like, oh, it was in front of our face the whole time.
And that ties into the specialized moves. Like there were like move multipliers, or like you could like make every move a special effect in Legends Arceus. So that's cool. I like that.
Yeah, and I think and again, for me, what that's about is that I actually do kind of buy into this like multiple gimmicks in Gen 10 thing. And I think that the way you achieve that is that you need to make sure that everybody on this platform has a passing familiarity with all of them. And the way that you do that is they're all on Switch in some form.
Yeah.
So there you go.
No, it's cool, man. I like that. Guys, stream's over. Love you guys. Thank you so much for the support. For everyone who has become a new channel member, go check out our back catalog and all of the Patreon, or I guess the YouTube channel member content that's available to you. Jake, thank you for being here. There is a link up there for the rules on how to join the book club. Let me pull it up. This is the book club. We're playing the game. Get involved. Join the Discord. Join the discussion. Class begins 1:31. And I'll put the link in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching.
Before you go,
sure.
I'm going to be streaming mine on Twitch tomorrow. I put that in the chat. But I just want to hear from you.
Yeah.
So you started the game. You picked your starter. You got a couple of Pokemon. You were in Viridian Forest. What's like the... Just where are you leaving it?
Yeah, let me think.
Where are you leaving it? Yeah.
Writing more notes.
Yeah, I'm so curious about just like what has jumped out to you, what you find yourself appreciating that you didn't think about before, what I don't know.
Absolutely. There's a couple more things that are kind of hitting me, and I think it might be due to the fact that I've got the stereo setting. I'm, listening to it with headphones. I'm not playing on a small screen. This is in high definition. There's a degree of like I am experiencing this differently. Like I can actually, like what I was writing down was the Pokemon cries that you could hear in the background of the music. Like I don't know if you can hear, Jake, but like I'm playing this game, I can hear the soundtrack, and then every 20 seconds you hear a Caterpie, you hear a Pikachu, you hear a Metapod, whatever. And I think, and that is something that has existed. I think it's just a Gen 3 thing. So that's in Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. Honestly, I think what's really hitting me are these little bids for immersion, or like it's suggesting to me. There's these little things that are suggesting to me that this world is a lot bigger than how how I am seeing it right now. Right. I think there's a lot of detail. There's a lot of care to these little things that maybe don't matter, but to me, like honestly, seeing the grass in the battle, as soon as I notice it, I can't stop appreciating it. I can almost see, like, even the little tuft of grass in front of Weedle shows me that Weedle's in the grass, I don't know.
Dude, that's great. That's crazy. I love this. This is something that I never would have pulled out and gotten attached to. So
I don't think I've ever noticed it. Yeah. And then I think we should be able to see it right here if I go in and then back out. Oh, this is gorgeous.
Yeah.
And
So quick.
And you can see like, and you can see what. It's not just showing you a forest. It's showing you that like, you can see beyond the canopy, right?
Right.
Oh, that's cool. And it's actually from the perspective of my character. It's like the POV of me. I don't know. It's doing it for me, man.
Yeah.
It's doing it for me.
Great.
I like the detail of the habitats. You know, a lot of these ideas almost feel like a continuation of some of the ideas that are present in the Hoenn region.
Yeah.
That game focuses a lot on habitat.
Yeah.
And making every single new environment feel special and unique.
Yeah.
And a lot of these things aren't in that game, and I love that game. And I'm wondering, it would make sense if those ideas are just leftovers, and they're like, you know what, let's put it in the Kanto game. But maybe they're also thinking, maybe they're actually completely related, and the ideas are actually from the Kanto game, the original Kanto games.
Right.
And maybe these are ideas that they always wanted to implement but just weren't able to. That could also be the case.
What are you excited to see next?
In this game?
Yeah.
I am excited to talk to Brock a little bit. I want to look at some. I want to read some of the. I want to talk to some of the NPCs and talk to some of the overworld items in the museum. I think that could be interesting when we talk about mysteries, right? Yeah, in the next town, in the next part of this playthrough. Listen, I might also just play this offline because I got to do a lot. I have to get 2 badges before Friday, so
yeah,
sue me.
Or your grade will suffer if you.
My
don't.
grade will suffer, so there might be a little bit of cheesing. But
and I will be, for the record, for anybody that participates, I will be giving out gold noodle stars during the meetings. So
I want one of those. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we have a noodle Pokemon? Tangela?
Oh, there's plenty of noodle Pokemon. Yeah.
No, there's not.
Dratini.
Oh yeah, true.
I always named my Dratini Noodles.
Yeah, that's good.
Yep.
That's good.
Yep.
We had our cell phone carrier growing up was Sprint.
Yeah, of course.
And that
you said that like you were about to say something completely foreign, and you said like a major cell phone company.
Yeah. So I named my Dragonite Sprint. I thought that was so cool.
Brutal.
But it's like not even that interesting of a name, like out of context.
Man, you're so right.
But when I had a cell phone growing up, I'm like, this is a deep relationship I have with like that's my. Also, everyone in my town had Verizon.
Right.
So it felt a little bit more unique.
Yeah.
And they're gone now, and now it's, there it is. Cup of noodles. Cup of noodles.
That's wild.
Tangela,
Cool.
man. We need the spaghetti conversion form.
That's a good one. That's a good conversion form.
But Chien Pao is a frozen
thank you
noodle.
thank you for entertaining that, and thank you for participating in my book club. I hope.
Yeah,
to see you in
dude.
class.
This is fun, man. So you haven't even played this yet. You're gonna be playing it on Twitch
tomorrow. Yep.
Oh, dude, I can't wait. We're gonna be driving tomorrow.
Oh, there you go.
Dude, we're picking out a puppy tomorrow.
Yeah, that's fun.
My wife and I are picking out a puppy tomorrow. I'm so excited. It's gonna be a big day. Oh,
that is a big day.
I cannot wait, dude. I'll post some photos on Twitter or wherever.
Will the puppy go home with you?
No, we gotta wait 2 weeks.
Yeah, that makes
But
sense.
we're gonna meet the puppy, pick out the puppy. We're picking it early. It sucks. We have to pick out 2 dogs just in case one gets scooped. That's kind of heartbreaking.
That is. We did a similar thing with Chip. Actually.
Oh yeah, but it worked out.
Chip was actually the last of his litter.
That makes me like him more.
Yeah, dude. He was the.
He was. I don't want to say it, but the runt of the litter. That sounds.
Maybe.
I don't like that.
I know.
It makes me honestly the whole picking from the litter thing makes me feel a little bit dirty. I'm like.
Yeah.
I'm like, these are individuals.
Yeah.
Why are we choosing them based on their immutable qualities?
Yeah.
This one's a little bit cuter. I don't know. I'm like, it makes me uncomfortable a little bit. It does, dude. It makes me like a little bit uncomfortable. I'm like, I'll take them all. They're so cute.
I get it.
Yeah. Anyways, great to see everyone. Thank you for all the support. Thank you, Jake. And we're battling Brock next. Subscribe. See ya.